What's up, everybody? I'm gonna help Kyle out while he does his thing. So, uh, hail everybody. Who we got in here? Todd, are you gonna jump in here? We got Todd in the chat. Amaron, Lord Ravener. Let's see who all we got. Sarah W, Donkey Madness, Summer One Night, Sarah. Oh, Lord Crackhead. Crackhead, you want to come in here? I'll send you the link if you want to join. I think we all want to know, is Kyle going to color, or he's just going to eat a Slim Jim? But he said he's out of Slim Jims, so yep. All right, I'll send you the link there, Jeremy. Jeremy, your Twitter name is like different than. I always have to look it up because it's different. I'm just gonna put it in our group chat with the one with Todd. Urth Mind in the house. Osgreat Sage in the house. Kyle says he's going to get ready in 10 minutes, so he's just getting everything ready and showing off his program. So Kyle's going to be doing a flatting demonstration. I do not know. Sarah W is asking which anime that's from. I'm not an anime guy, so I could not tell you. And neither can Kyle, apparently. So Kyle got a new flatting tool, and he's trying to show it off to a couple of other creators within CG. So he's going to do this demonstration and kind of like show off what it can do. And it should, hopefully, he hopes it helps them speed up their flatting times. And he's picking his nose. Whatever. I don't think it quite works with his beard. No, I'm not. I think he's using something called. You can ask him in the chat what he's going to be using. I don't think it's Photoshop. I think it's called Flatten Pro or Flatter Pro. I'm not sure quite like what the program's called. If you guys want to ask Kyle a question, just say Kyle in the chat. And he's usually pretty good at seeing it, and he'll answer. What's up, Todd?
Okay, I'm here.
Hooray! How was dinner?
Oh, hold on. My headset fell out.
What's up, Bancroft?
I'm here to learn.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah, that's what I was just telling the chat. Is you're here to? Is he? Do you know now? Is he going to be using that new program that he was talking about?
I think Flatten Pro might be a it might be a Photoshop plugin. Let's ask him. Is Flatten Pro a Photoshop plugin?
He said no to Photoshop a second ago.
Okay.
Hey, it's Rob. Everybody's
there's
joining.
The gang's all here. Where's
I was
Corey?
worried. I threw out Crackhead. I was like, I'm the only one here. Well, I saw Kyle by himself. I'm like, well, I better get in there. Then all you guys showed
You're
up.
looking really like a Lord of the Rings character now, Rob, with your beard.
We can't hear you.
Yes. Yes, it is a Photoshop plugin.
It looks like he drinks mead.
How is everyone?
How are you doing?
Yeah,
Good. How are you? Now you just need an
Finishing
axe,
out
and
the
you'll
day.
look like and you'll be one of the dwarfs.
No, it is. It's only Thursday. So for us in these states, it's a Friday for us here because of the holiday. In essence, it feels like Friday.
Oh, what have you got going on? What is
Thanksgiving.
it's Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tomorrow.
I was
Is
thinking
anyone
about taking
going to show up to my stream tomorrow because it's Thanksgiving?
Would they show up normally?
I mean, more than you know. I don't know. People might not want to hang out with their family. They might want to escape it.
Usually, what I do if I don't make your stream, Mike, is like I'll catch it during work on the next day. But like since I don't work, I might try to catch it live, and if I don't, I might actually miss it.
There you go.
Don't show that to Kyle. It looks like a giant Slim Jim. You're gonna make him hungry.
Now, Rob, we were having a little bit of a conversation. I don't think Bancroft needs his hand held, but he needs somebody on his team, man. That's only fair.
Oh, whose team am I on?
We're part of the Barton team, really. I mean, really.
I don't know. Is Rob really?
Yeah, because we're on the Bart. He's got the keys to HTDC. I mean, yeah, he's on the Barton team.
He could drive this car off a cliff, really, if he wanted to.
Feels like I'm the only one driving the car sometimes.
Well, you got to put Corey in the kid's seat and strap him in the back.
Kyle has very blue eyes. I've never noticed this.
Oh, yeah, he does, doesn't he? What color eyes do you have, Rob?
Dwarf color.
Hazel.
Oh, hazel.
So what's he flatting here? What's this from?
This is from Replicator 3. This is a piece by William War Reyes. It's of the Replicator himself when he gets his replication form.
He's looking at something. I don't know if he's happy or not. He might be unhappy. Okay, so is that him adding in?
Connections, yeah.
Adding in
I'm
connections.
so used to highlighting chats that I keep trying to do it on Kyle's channel.
You're all, why is this not working?
Jim's time for a Slim Jim break.
So now he's done. Well, he's not done, but
this is the Replicator, right, Rob?
Yeah. Man, that's crazy. Like, surely that's easier, Michael. Like, you just select whatever you want and change it from there.
I'm gonna actually give this one a go. I'm gonna give this do some practice runs with this because I've known about this program for a while, but because you have to have all the lines touching and you have to then go up and clean it up afterwards, I just never really did it. And plus, I used to hire flatters. They weren't always that good.
I would give you bonus points if I was a judge, Bancroft, because you're in here doing homework and Corey's out screwing around shopping it. So now he's just going to color correct. Is he just color corrections here?
What he's going to do is he's going to go through and here he's selecting the areas.
If he like fully colors this and not my cover on this stream, I'm gonna lose my nannies.
Why? Then you have a print too.
That's true.
Like, why would you lose your marble? And you would get the print for free.
That's true. That's true.
Although I bet he just does the flats.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's exactly what's gonna happen. Just keep asking him, like,
I
when
can
he
see
looks like
that he's
gonna
using the magic. He's using the wand selection tool, the direct selection, which looks like a wand. It's not the magic wand. I thought he might use the magic wand and just drag it over everything. That's what I was thinking of doing.
So how much does this help when you watch Kyle, Mike?
It all helps because there's so many different ways to skin a cat. And he's obviously got a pretty different method, and he's really quick. I mean, not that I ever really was like, oh, I really want to become the best, fastest flatter or anything like that. But all these things are good to know.
But it's all time, though, isn't it? When it comes down to it, if you can save yourself time, you can use that time in other places.
And Todd, is somebody just getting your feet wet? Like, how much are you picking up on this? Because you're a little bit familiar, I'm sure, with all of it, but you haven't really dove deep into it, like hardcore. But are you picking up stuff?
Oh yeah, I'm watching everything. Plus, I'm just now starting to learn digital because I've always drawn on just paper. So seeing all the digital stuff that everyone's been doing is really informative.
Sarah W is asking, what picture is this? This is would we call it fan art? What would you call it, Rob?
It's not fan art. It's by the artist. I don't know what Kyle's going to do with it, but it's from Replicator 3.
It's a page?
It's a print that people will get when we hit 30K. So,
it's probably just going to flat it. That's what the stream is about.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember him saying that he's going to flat it for Corey and then see if Corey would use his flats.
Just keep asking him, like, oh, how do you color the face? And then how do you color the arm? And how do you color the background? And by the end, we'll have a finished picture.
I should show...
but as we see, like, Corey now knows the technique that...
Linear dodge.
That Kyle uses. But... it's a bit like you go into a class with Bruce Lee and he says, okay, so this is how you do, a jab. It doesn't mean you can jab now like Bruce Lee just because Bruce Lee shows you his technique. You've got to then actually put in the years of effort and, learn all the muscle memory and instincts and...
And Marion says, Clip Studio Pro and X on sale for half price right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got an email about that.
Yeah, my wife just made no bake cookies, so I want to grab a couple. I'll be right back.
Oh, those are good.
I know, I'm spoiled right now. I'll be right back.
How does that work if you don't bake them?
It's peanut butter. Before I go get one, it's peanut butter, chocolate, vanilla, and oats. So you put it in a pan and you mix it all together. Then they set after you put them on like a parchment paper to dry
Hey,
out.
Leroi,
Mm.
can you show us the cookie?
I'll take a picture of it and post it on Twitter. Do you want to see it?
No, can you show us on stream? Can you
No,
like
I do not. I literally do not have a camera hooked up on my personal. My work computer has the camera on it.
Okay.
Because I have to go on Zoom meetings and all that all day. So and I don't want to like personally use my work computer to stream.
All right. So Bancroft, he's got this blue layer.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
That's
what's
the
he doing?
background of his flats. So when you start flatting, you start with one color across the whole thing. Usually, I mean that's how I do it, and that's how everyone I've seen, doing tutorials on it do it as well. My method is I actually start cutting into that layer and use it as a kind of a mask to select things that I haven't worked on yet. But it works exactly the same way if you have it. Here, see, he's got another layer on which now he's selecting all these parts of the. I guess it's kind of like a.
To Sarah W says link the artist that drew the picture. I dropped a link in the chat for Replicator 3. You can click on that link and look at the campaign, and it'll tell you who the artist is, and you can even see more art by that artist. You're welcome, Rob.
Your daughter loves your Rob Hawk.
Got to keep it groomed nicely.
It's pretty quick. I'm going to type that in.
So. Oh yeah.
Yeah, see that's another process that's what I was doing when I was flatting Rob. Remember when I was flatting that guy with the lava? I spent a good 20 minutes just putting lines in. So that's additional time before you even get to the flats, but you've got to count that in.
But if you drew that picture right and you added a layer where the lines met up and just removed it before you started, removed it and then added it back in when you started coloring and then took it off afterwards, that would work, wouldn't it? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what he's doing. That's what he was showing earlier. He's put in these little thin lines. But as I'm saying is, even that, takes more time as well.
So with that, like you showed before, Michael, that you've got to make sure all those lines are connected, right?
Yeah, because otherwise,
it's like dropping a paintbrush.
Just going to bleed out into everything.
Okay.
Showing us.
So do you think this will make things easier for having it as its own
plugin? I've actually tested this thing before, and I didn't continue with it. But maybe I just didn't get past that stage where you just get back that multicolor skittle vomit stage.
We saw you are good at that. your skittle colors.
Yeah. For some reason, Cole thought that was an insult to Rob's, replicator book. I thought it was. I mean, I thought I was being helpful because I was trying to get him to go back to coloring Rob's cover. But, I mean, I failed miserably. You're muted again, Rob.
It was horrendous, though, to be fair.
It was supposed to be. I was trying to get him to either like say, okay, I'm going to put something good on the screen now, which is what I'm coloring, but he didn't bite.
Yeah.
I appreciate the effort.
Joe, do you want to come in here? I can send you the link if you want in here. Or Michael can.
I'll send Joe the link. He's been pontificating all day.
Well, he can pontificate some more.
That's not bad, $49.
Whenever I see something to spend money on now, I just think, like this is something that I need or can get that I can not have to pay the tax department on if I can use it as a write-off.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And as well, I think for me the biggest hurdle was I understood that you have to have all the lines touching, and I was like, okay, well, I can go in and spend however long it takes to make sure every single line meets up, or I can just flat it the way I normally flat it. So if I were to hand someone my art, like that panel I tried the Carl Ritter challenge on, where barely anything lines up. I think a page like that would take at least 30 minutes or more to make sure all the lines are closed. So that's before you even get to the flatting. So the 20-minute challenge was never going to happen, even with something like this.
So is it basically the flatting that he's showing here is just everything is a different color because it's basically showing you where each segment of the picture is?
Yeah, the program, the plugin, whatever it does, just blocks out. It uses some sort of algorithm to block out, a fill for every single area. And now he's got to go through and select all the places that he knows are the same. Say, for instance, right now he's doing the skin, and then on a new layer, he's going to put that skin in
but
one
why can't
selection.
he just paint bucket it all, like the parts?
He essentially is. He's using a magic wand, which is a selection tool. He could paint bucket, but if you paint bucket, what happens is you're paint bucketing directly onto that original multicolored flat layer, and that would be fine. But what he also likes to do then is he likes to have his Superman figure all on one layer, already selected, and that's just his personal preference. I would actually probably just go through and do the paint bucket, because I work in masks anyway, so it doesn't really matter that I have them on different layers.
So like there, is he just using the dropper and then he just gets the color he wants and then just drops it on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I'm not sure what he's doing there when he does that loose outline. When he does a circle around it.
You have to ask him in chat. I don't know either.
I don't know how to word it. Why did he put a circle around that?
He's done, he said. It's not hard. Jeez, Bancroft.
Yeah, but I could flat that in 5 minutes as well. I mean, it's all lined up. It's pretty simple. This isn't the issue. It's flatting one dude. But I will give it a go. I'll get that program again. I think I would have just got the trial version or something last time.
I told Kyle that you said he was cheating.
I might be meeting up with Kyle on Friday.
Nice.
Because I'll be in his hometown.
Rob.
Already paid. Money's in your account.
There's this other program, Ritter, which is free. And what it does is it blurs all your line art. So it's very fuzzy. And then that way things connect automatically. So you don't have to fill them in within reason. And then what you do is you just go over very quickly and roughly and paint in, say where that cape is, that clothing there is red. And you just kind of paint in very loosely, like you're a kid coloring in with a crayon. And then it intelligently decides that everything that you've colored there and finds the actual edges on the original line art. I'm going to try that one out as well.
I think this piece, do you ever look at artwork and think, you know, it's good, but it's going to look a lot better colored than, you know, just black and white?
Yeah, most of the art I see is like
most art is like that, yeah, especially when it's detailed. Like something like Ethan's, for example, that big the thing that Kyle did with the purple flame coming out of Salamandroid. I mean, obviously it's an amazing piece, but if you want it to work as some kind of cohesive storytelling thing, it needs the colors.
Oh, Kyle, look! Look
at his face.
How is he doing that? What is he using?
He's using a snap camera. That's what we were playing with like for 2 hours the other night.
Okay.
You can download it. It's free. They just want your email, and you just have to turn your camera off, start snap camera, and then you can come back on in the stream, and it will work.
You know, you could pitch it to him like this.
Like, what's his
Rob? You could say, "Do you know how many views and hours you'll get on YouTube if you color a cover?" Like, because now he's trying to build up his hours on YouTube.
I totally missed what you said, Leroi. What did you say?
I say, you know how he's trying to build up his hours on YouTube? You could say, you know how many hours views you'll get? Yeah. You put a glove on, you think he's starting to get into work now.
Yeah, because he's got the subscribers.
Most important question.
Yeah, right, Todd.
Which is, how much does a good flatter charge per page?
He was saying $10, didn't he? Or was that Vaughn?
Vaughn said
I've
that.
paid $10 before.
Kyle said his is $15 a page, is what he pays.
And it's been pretty spotty in terms of what I get back.
Don't forget to put Kyle when you ask a question, Mike, because he sees the highlight.
Well, he asked a question. I mean, he should be looking.
Yeah, he's looking at the page right now. Oh, I showed my wife that picture that your wife made your plate that you posted on Twitter, Michael.
Oh, yeah.
She was like, "What is that other stuff on there? I know what the Lamington is, but what's the rest of that on that plate?"
Was it Jim Cox or someone else was asking on Twitter, and they're like, "I don't know what any of this stuff is." So there was the shapes, the barbecue shapes. They're like flavored crackers.
Barbecue shapes they're like an Australian staple.
Yeah. Well,
so
it was a platter of Australian stuff that I think you can only find here.
What'd your wife call it? The plate from hell or something?
The platter, yeah, the serving from hell or something like that.
Hell, yeah.
I think it might have been Mo Big. I don't know. Is Mo Big's on Twitter? $15.
No, he's not.
No.
That's what Kyle says.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I thought he said 15. Yeah, it's what he pays his.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be happy to pay 15 to get some good flats back. Absolutely. Time is money.
I think I may take a picture of the spread tomorrow, Todd, and post it for all our Aussie friends to see. The turkey and the stuffing and all the works.
Well, all we know, I suppose, is what we see on movies.
Well, it's pretty similar, really.
My friend in Hong Kong always says, when if you say something like I said, like, "Whoa, that's kind of weird to eat, isn't it?" And he goes, "Weird? You guys eat turkeys? That's weird." So I don't.
You know,
It's
I
all
look
relative, I guess.
I look more forward to the leftovers from the turkey because my wife makes this thing like it's like pho, but it's like with turkey, so it's really good. Yeah. So and then she like boils the bones and like makes a broth out of it. Oh, it's so good. Can't
Do you
wait.
guys eat crackle or crackling?
Pig skins? Absolutely.
Yeah, good.
No, I don't.
Good.
That's the that's the best stuff in the world.
No, I don't like the taste of it.
Oh man.
So
Pure heaven.
I remember what it's called. The Mexican version of it.
Chicharrones.
Yeah, chicharrones. Yes, my friend loves it, and it just the smell of it makes me want to throw up.
Oh, dude, I love it.
I eat every other part of the dang pig, but not the skin. Sorry.
Purple Smurf.
Literally,
wants
being
to
in Hong
know
Kong,
what-
I've eaten every part of the pig.
Purple Smurf wants to know what a barbecue shape is. It's like a little flavored cracker type thing.
Okay.
It's like barbecue flavor. I don't know if you guys have that over there, which is just sort of like there's no way to describe it. It's just a flavor, and
yeah, my wife was trying to figure out if it was a cracker or not. She was like, that looks like a cracker?"
Yeah, but it's a flavored kind.
Yeah.
So you can get it. You can get them cheese. I think there's even pizza ones, barbecue, whatever, and they're all in different shapes. So the barbecue one is kind of a squashed hexagon, and there's different. A baked biscuit with barbecue flavoring. There you go. Oz Great Sage has it.
What's he doing right now, Mike?
He started off with a rough selection, about probably the all the outer colors, and now he's got to go in and select all the rest, all the inside bits to go with it. This is what I'm saying. There's a lot of, there you go, shapes. Oven baked, not fried. Flavor you can see. 2-star health rating.
So it's very nutritious.
This is what my wife was saying. She said, "You're having just vegetables for dinner after that." And I said, "I barely ate any of it." The Lamington had a couple of burger rings. And
what do you think about Lamingtons, Bancroft?
What's that? I love a good Lamington.
Yeah,
it's so good.
You like the ones with the jam in it, or no?
I like all of them. I don't mind. I'll take any. I mean, I probably prefer it with the jam, but I'm not picky.
It's like Pop-Tarts, but with like cake.
I haven't had the one with the jam in it.
No, a Lamington is just a vanilla sort of sponge. Hopefully, the fluffier, the better. I don't know how to describe what the chocolate is that they roll it in, because it's not melted chocolate. It's some kind of...
No, it's a different kind of chocolate. I've never had that kind of chocolate.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but they roll the sponge in that, which sticks to the edge of the sponge, and then they dip that in coconut shavings. Icing, there you go. Amaron knows everything. He's like, there's Vegemite shapes. It's icing chocolate. There you go. And they're brilliant. And what else do I have on that platter?
And the fairy bread.
Fairy bread. That was it. Yeah.
You guys have fairy bread there, sure?
No. They don't know what it is.
No.
What?
I never heard of it till Michael talked about it.
Although Antoine said that in the ghetto they have sugar bread, which is for he said even poor people in the ghetto are like this is welfare food, which is where they just put sugar and butter on a slice of bread.
Well, usually like
cinnamon and sugar. Usually,
yes. In the poor white people country, we did like Todd said with cinnamon.
Yeah, that's our poor white people food. That's what I used to eat. Just bread, butter. Toast that, put butter on it, and put cinnamon on it.
And leftover cornbread, you pour milk over it in the morning. There's all kinds of...
But you have hundreds and thousands there.
Hundreds of thousands of what?
They have sprinkles, but I don't know if they're exactly the same.
That's right, yeah. That's what they call it. Yeah, that's what you guys call it, right?
Sprinkles Yeah,
I just call it sprinkles.
Right.
And they're more colorful.
What's up, crackhead? What's up, Jeremy?
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing?
Hey, man. Good.
Right.
Good. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Have you ever got to talk to Bancroft and Rob before, Jeremy?
I don't know if I've been on with Rob, but I think Bancroft a few times on your channel.
Yeah, we have.
So is that just like color sprinkles, or is it because we have like different sprinkles, but we just call them all sprinkles as far as I know?
Yeah, but they're like balls. They're not like long.
Oh, they're like balls. Okay.
Yeah.
But they all taste the same. They're not flavored. I don't understand the craziness of fairy bread. Yeah.
Oh, hundreds and thousands. Okay.
You can also put them on little chocolate discs. They're called freckles.
Oh, now freckles are legit.
They're good.
Freckles are really good.
Yeah, I showed my girlfriend the other day the fairy bread, and she's dying to try it.
As she should be.
Well, you got bread, sprinkles, and butter. You can do it. It's not like I don't understand
No, we're gonna go grab sprinkles tomorrow and try it. She's, she saw that picture.
Try and find some good round ones, like circular ones, so that's close to. Because I've seen people do it with, they're kind of like a sprinkle that's more of like a cylinder shape.
Yeah,
it's just not the same.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Yeah, here at Epcot, Disney, they do a food and wine festival every year, and they have booths from all the different countries. And they for the last, I don't know, like 5 or 6 years, they've had an Australian booth. And that's where they had the Lamington. And Barramundi last year, too. Mm-hmm. Which was really good.
Do you know what a chicken parma is?
Yeah, that was invented in the United States.
Chicken parm? Yeah.
Okay.
That's not an Italian dish. That's an American dish.
Yeah, Leroy's actually right about that. Yeah, and I mean, I know Italians get the credit for it, but that was originally an American dish.
I love
how
you said the
other day. You
guys
drink goon bag?
What?
No.
Goon bag?
No, again, I never heard of that until you said it.
Box wine. You never heard the term goon bag before, Rob?
Is this another Bogan story, Bancroft?
Yeah, Bogan goon bag is a Bogan term.
I haven't heard goon bag, mate.
Have you not heard goon of fortune?
No.
Oh my God, Rob! Your mates are letting you down. Goon of fortune is where you hang a goon bag on a
Bancroft.
clothesline.
Kyle said, "What do you think? Think you should try?"
Yeah,
what's up, Joe?
Hey, Joe.
What's he gonna do? Send me the Photoshop file?
You can ask him.
What's a goon bag first, Michael? You explain that.
So that's your standard cask wine or box wine. Hey, Joe. Joe knows what a goon bag is.
Oh, what's up, Joe?
Sounds like you're talking about hooch.
G'day, mate. Yeah, I know goon bag, goon of fortune. I know all that good stuff. So
we learn many things on Michael's channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for my American friends, think of box wine. Pull the bag out of the box. That's a goon bag.
Oh, all right.
And then you can hang. So we have like rotating circular hills hoists. They're clotheslines.
Yeah.
And they have like 6 or so points around it in a circle, and you hang the goon bag on an end with a peg. Everyone stands around it like Wheel of Fortune, and you spin it around, and whatever the goon bag lands on, that person has to drink.
Oh, wow.
And that's goon of fortune.
That sounds like some West Virginia shit right there.
That sounds like some hillbilly stuff right there. Yes.
That's a 2020 hillbilly keg stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So what is it? You just have to chug, or is it one mouthful?
Well, it's a thing. So like that. Or you could have a glass maybe and fill up a certain area.
So does it basically go down to last man standing after everybody else drunk and falls over?
That's what happened when I played it. And the guy who organized it was so cruel too. He got red wine, and it was a hot summer's day, and it was warm, and it was very bad. It was very rough, and it was the cheapest red cask wine you could get, like box wine. It was regrettable.
Choking down syrup.
Yeah,
I
I call
think
that Boone's Farm.
Quite partial to Tropicana wine. Did you ever have that out of the cask?
I think he's sending. I think he's sending you the file, Mike.
Cool.
I think you might check your Twitter. I'm not sure.
Well, he has to send it via email.
Do you want to put that in the private chat, or do you want it in the public chat?
No, I've my email's out there. This is my
Okay.
public email. This is just for Indiegogo stuff. But he sent me a DM, so I will go see what he sent me.
So, Joe, are you going to watch this color off?
Yes, I am.
Who's are you pulling for Corey? I assume then.
You're mistaken, sir. I'm cheering for the boss all day, every day. Unless he goes against Kyle.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Are you going to do a thumbnail for it?
Yeah, I guess I have to.
I mean,
What do you
I
think?
can, but it'll be shithouse.
What do you think we should do for the thumbnail?
Ginger root hand versus cross hatching.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I have a file here. It's Okay, so let's see what he's got. And that's what he got back. There's the line art.
Oh, wow.
Is it on like that? There's that. Okay.
He said, "Go to the channel and see line art."
Go to the channel.
I'm not sure what that means. You have to ask him.
All right, channels. Oh, okay. All right, so I'll turn that off. Oh, look at that. He made a line art channel. All these little things. There we go. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. What have we got here?
Joe, I've been asking all the family guys, how big is your turkey?
What am I supposed to do with this?
It's not that big because my in-laws are kind of paranoid about the coof, and so we split up the family essentially. So I only got like I don't know, maybe a 12-pounder. What do you have over there in Kansas land?
Oh, I got a 20-pounder, bro.
Nice.
I'll be back in a bit if you guys are still on. Catch up.
All right.
Okay, bye, Rob.
See you, Rob.
So did Mike tell you we got Yaki and Roquefort to join this judging panel for this shindig we're having there, Joe?
No. Well done.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, I think.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
Bancroft's going to be coloring. He's going to have Ritter, Yaki, Weathers, and Roquefort watching them.
No pressure.
Talk about pressure, right? Yeah.
What's going on here? I don't know. I'm selecting the wrong thing, obviously. Oh, I see.
Oh, he's giving
Oh,
the
yeah,
face
I'm on the
palm.
wrong thing. Yeah. Right,
He's
I
giving
see.
you the face palm.
Yeah,
no,
okay. I didn't set this up, okay?
he's triggered.
I'm having a look.
He's triggered.
Right. Because I don't work like this, so you know, I'm familiarizing myself with you know, what he's doing and how his method is. This is just doing my head in. Look at all this stuff. Like, look at this. What is one supposed to do with that? Okay, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do with it. See, he's thrown me because he works in a completely different way of having his layers. So, it's kind of throwing me off my game.
Well, take your first step. Do what you, and then ask him in chat, like, how do I do whatever? Like, what's the first thing you want to do? One step at a time, Mike.
I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and see if I can make all these one color. Okay.
Just focus on people, and it's just.
Oh yeah, I'm just like. Figure out how I would do this stuff.
Joe.
Concentrate on what you're doing, Mike. Don't listen to these guys laughing at you.
Okay, so I'm just gonna get rid of all of these little colors here because they're just. See, I'm just on the wrong layer.
Phil, Kyle is kind of tutoring Mike on flats. That's what's going on.
He's trying to teach him some Jedi mind trick, and Mike's trying to wrap his mind around it.
Yeah, Kyle's
Okay,
like
so
trying
that
to
worked. All right.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to figure out how this, that
Right.
worked. Essentially, what I was just trying to do. But okay, I'm going back to this.
Yeah, Kyle's trying to teach Bancroft to be a Jedi, but Bancroft has 0 midichlorian count, so it's not going well.
We think he might be too old to teach.
It's I don't know if you've seen it, Phil. It's a plugin for Photoshop that does flats.
He's
saying that if you do the sky first, it's going to be complicated.
Yeah, I'm not going to do the sky. I was just trying to just trying to figure out,
Oh, the ins and outs of it. Gotcha.
Exactly. And plus he has his Photoshop files laid out very differently to how I have mine. So it's a bit of a fish out of water here.
I kind of like Kyle's teaching method, though. It's like it's like my way my dad taught me to swim. Take me on a boat, get me on a lake, and throw me off the boat. I learned fast.
Yep.
That deep end's not really that deep. Here, let me show you.
I keep just clicking on the wrong thing because he works in channels. That's not right. What have I done there? What's that thing? Oh, there. Okay.
Trick.
It's too much. Too much stuff.
I believe in you, Mike.
God.
Have you got any VB in the tank, or are you running on empty, Mike?
I'm running on empty. I don't drink when you're not there, Joe. You're my enabler.
That is the problem.
What is this thing here?
I sensed a disturbance in the force. There's no VB in your system.
I do not know what that is. You have to scroll out for me to look and guess.
What do you reckon that is?
You talking about the part of his vest?
No,
next to it. This part.
Oh.
I shrunk my thing down.
There it is.
All right, well, I guess I'll do his pants. How about that? So, how was he doing it? I mean, because this is what it looks like, right? I gotta kind of figure that out.
Well,
So it looks like they're solid except the rips in the pants.
Yeah.
Maybe I could just magic wand it. Wonder if that would work. Here we go. I'm gonna try that.
You gonna reach for the magic wand in his
See, look, the magic wand
area?
selects other stuff. I don't want that. Magic wand, no good. All right, magic wand, no good.
Now you could try just getting in there with the guy's crotch.
Whoa, Joe.
Joe's had too much to drink.
I and the rest of the panel on the Pontificators on Art's channel, we were told it was the gayest show he's ever done.
Yeah.
I'm not. I think I'm proud of that. I'm still considering. I'm pretty sure it was a compliment.
Yeah, I put it in there. That's why I put in the chat. I'm like, Art, don't get another strike.
I left at the beginning. I left at the beginning when Art started talking about his pubes. I was like, all right, I'm out.
Thankfully, they got off that topic pretty quickly.
I just saw all the pictures he was showing again. So I was like, oh no, Art, don't get another strike on it.
There are many things I would like to know about Art T. Bear, but his pubes are not one of them.
You and me both.
I don't know. I don't know if this is quicker. At least not the way I'm doing it.
I've gone swimming with Art, and thankfully he wore a suit.
Were you surprised? It sounds like you're surprised.
Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised.
He's moving to Texas. He's going to have to wear pants now.
Yeah. Well, thankfully he's going whole hog. He wants to get a 10-gallon hat and boots and a big old belt buckle.
Yeah, man. I can show him around Vanderbilt's and we'll get him hooked up.
Didn't he also say that he wanted to get a big Texas flag for the front yard or something?
Yeah. I'd do the same thing, man. If I could ever convince my wife to move out of California, wherever we would go, I'd want to do the opposite of everything California's ever done. I'd want to fit in with the locals and just have a grand old time living someplace completely different.
That's what I've done in Florida since moving here. Get from California.
It's hard to. The only way I explain California to people is like I've traveled, obviously, lots of different places, and it's almost like going to a different country in parts of California. Like it's a culture shock.
Well, just in California, it's like 3 different countries, 3 different states inside of California. You've got northern, central, and southern, and they're all completely different.
That's true.
And I've lived in northern and southern, and I've traveled all from one end of the state to the other.
That's his pants up there too. I didn't even see that. Okay,
and it's
all right.
it's like completely different places. I have friends who live right in Houston by the Woodlands. It's a really pretty area.
Yeah. That's what Zach Bradley from the Pontificators, he lives in Spring, which is right next to there.
Yeah.
And him and his wife, they moved from Albuquerque and they really like it.
I like it where I'm at. I don't know why, but I like, and of course, I'm in the same area as Eric Weathers there, Joe, but like, I love it here. Like,
are you in the same part of the state that has basically, Tornado Alley has kind of moved away from that part?
Yeah, so like it's not even in Kansas anymore at all. It's all shifted east.
Okay.
Yeah. So like we don't get like I don't think we've had a tornado this year.
Do they still? Because we've got family in Oklahoma, and I know that they test the warning systems. Is it far enough away from you guys that they don't even test anymore?
No, they still test. Now,
Okay.
my dad is in Oklahoma City. Well, on a suburb. He's on the suburb of Oklahoma City, so I go down to Oklahoma all the time. But they don't. They still. They don't. They're not getting the tornadoes like they used to either.
Interesting.
Is Rob still there?
No, he said he'd be back later.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask him what color belt this gentleman wears. I guess I'll just make it brass or something like that.
Yeah, I've got family and friends who live in Oklahoma.
I do like Oklahoma.
I've been all over that state.
Yeah, my wife and I visited there. Oh, it's been quite a while. I did enjoy it when we were there.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle's nodding for an improvement, Bancroft.
My godparents live in Enid.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, my brother once lived in what is it? Ponca
City. I go fishing there almost every
Ponca
weekend.
City. He lived there for about 7 years.
Yeah, they've got a reservoir there or a river that runs right by Ponca where striped bass breed naturally. There's 3 in freshwater. 3 places in the country that does that, and that's one of them.
That explains it. He was always going fishing.
That would explain it.
Okay, yeah. He was always. I mean, I'm like, dude, what are you doing this weekend? Fishing.
Every weekend, yeah. That's me too. Like usually before, so PTP streams at like 12 my time, and I'm usually getting back from fishing about the time he streams. So.
Yeah, and then I've got friends that live in Tulsa. Friends who live in, I can't remember the name of the town they live in. It's by the Kansas border. Actually, they said they're only within an hour of
the Kansas border would be Stillwater, or not Stillwater, but Blackwell.
Another one lives in Stillwater.
Stillwater's not on the border though.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to remember where the other friends of mine live. Never remember the name of the town.
Blackwell would be like it's right on the border at 35.
And then I've got friends who live down in what's the big army base in southern Oklahoma? Lawton. Yeah, lives in Lawton and Duncan.
Do you reckon that's his bicep there? Like right here?
That's a bit. That looks like it might be part of his jacket.
Yeah, I think it's part of the clothing.
Because it looks like it's right there behind the claw or the blade coming out where the red is there, and then on the other side of the blade.
So do you think this part should be red? I'm not sure what this is. I'm going to make this red. What's this part though? I'm going to make this whole part red. Screw it.
Yeah, that looks like it's the sleeve of the jacket wrapped around his bicep.
All gone red.
Yeah.
This is all going red here. Oh no, I can't do that because that's not blocked in. Oh God.
Coming to these last couple weeks, I think I enjoy coloring streams more than I enjoy drawing streams now.
Yeah, it's been a nice change.
You think so too, huh, Jeremy?
Yeah, I like them both, but we don't get a lot of coloring streams, so yeah, it's been cool.
Yeah, right. It's fascinating to see how the process.
Yeah.
At least I do. I'm trying to figure that out. It's like cool to watch people who know what they're doing do it.
Yeah. What are you trying to say, Todd?
Oh, never you mind, Mike. Never you mind, Mike. Get back to work.
Keep coloring, Mike.
Yeah, Scotsman, the colors for Xenotype on his YouTube channel. He's got a series of videos on coloring where he chats with other colorists. I think he calls it Colorist Gab and Collab. And they do some coloring, but a lot of it is kind of talking through while showing what the different techniques are, and they define the terminology and give you kind of a layman's understanding of it. And it's really good. I mean, as an editor and a future publisher, I watched all of them once, and I've listened to a couple of them 2 or 3 times. Really, really good stuff.
I think for a fan, it's easier when like Corey or Bancroft or you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
You know those guys, and they start getting into it, then you get caught into it.
Yeah,
not only that, but we're seeing like in Corey's case, Joe, we're seeing the improvement.
Yeah,
like he takes this on, like this tip from Kyle, he applies it, and you see the immediate improvement. It's like holy crap.
Yeah, Kyle's really. I've noticed that Kyle, when he showed Corey stuff, or when even Clayton did it, Corey immediately turned around and goes, "Oh," and picked it right up and was like, "Oh, this." I'm like, "Wow, he learns fast."
Scotsman TV hockey.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, I haven't seen that before. I have to check that out.
It's a weird spelling. I think that's how you do it.
Yeah, Jim got it.
Jim's got it.
Oh, okay, without an A. Okay, Scotsman. I'll have to check that out. I've never seen that channel before.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's got a good personality for YouTube, I think. So I enjoy him.
And the good thing about that series is that if you are a customer and you're just curious about how some of this stuff is done, you can check out one of those episodes. But if you're an aspiring colorist, they really give you enough information to get you started on everything you need to know to kind of get an entry level and enough to practice on. And then all those guys are open to questions.
I'm pretty pumped to see, because I've only seen Yaki with Dan Frega, so I'm pretty excited to see him with people outside of just Frega, like with what Mike and Corey are getting ready to do.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
I haven't seen him on another channel before.
Yeah, Matt seems to be a really chill dude.
Jim says that Scotsman's going to be doing a inking or penciling series next, and I know for all you guys out here that like the technical stuff, I know Jimmy Reyes is over there doing a lot of inking right now on his channel, so you can check that out as well.
Yeah, he's another good one that is he can talk technical stuff for people who have those questions, but I really like how he lays everything out in layman's terms for readers and people who are kind of thinking about it, but they don't really know much yet.
Hey, I typed that into YouTube, but it's not coming up.
I'll find it for you, Todd.
Yeah, sometimes if it's a channel that doesn't have a whole lot of subscribers, it gets buried sometimes.
Yeah, I typed in the exact name that you put, but it's not coming up. Did I spell it right? Yeah. It came up with, from South Park, angry Scotsman shouts at TV. I was telling Rob and Clayton, and I think Michael, about a channel about like paranormal stuff that I watch, and I think he's also Australian. It's called Slapped Ham.
Never heard of it.
That's a really good channel as well. If you like the paranormal stuff.
Oh yeah, I can't get enough of that. Tons and tons of story ideas.
Yeah, Yeah, that's why I like it. I watch it, and his is really good. I think he's got over 2 million subscribers, too. Let me see. I just
Imagine
watched
having
his
that many.
I know. I just watched his newest video today. So let's see. There it is. Yeah, Slapped Ham. Yeah, that's what we say. I think he's got, what is it? Yeah, 2.07 million subscribers.
Yeah, I'm going to try that one, Nodsabot. No, I don't know. I would probably just try and flat this piece normally. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I didn't realize that these were part of the glove.
Yeah, Kyle disagrees. He says, I believe that Flatten Pro is a really good program. Imagine that without Flatten Pro, Michael would give up flatting on this piece.
I don't know. It's kind of doing my head in. I feel like it's more work.
I can't believe there's a program called Critter, and there's Kyle Ritter, which he signs as Critter, and he's not using it.
Yeah, I know, right? They should sponsor him. And that one's totally free, right? The Critter one?
Yeah, Krita, if anybody wants to check it out.
Krita?
Yeah.
That's just asking him if he's seen that, tried that one.
And some of the more experienced colorists that have been on with Scotsman have kind of busted Michael Beacon's chops because Beacon uses Krita. And they basically have said that if you're just starting out, Krita might be easier to learn because it's really a stripped down application. But they were saying that when you start to get into more advanced stuff, that you'll probably wish that you had something with more tools.
So it's a good beginner one to learn on. That's
my impression. I know that there are some people who try to jump into Photoshop and are pretty overwhelmed. Well, Todd, I don't know why I can't find Scotsman's channel because I've pulled it up before, but like you, I'm seeing all this. The only one. No, I'm seeing all this Scottish stuff, but not his channel, and I'm subscribed to him.
Does he appear in your channels?
That's what I'm looking at now.
Yeah, I couldn't find him. It didn't come up with his at all. Did something happen?
Let's see.
I don't know. There's been a war and shenanigans between two factions within CG. I hope nothing did happen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was reading about that. Oh, no, he hasn't.
Hey, Mike, I've been watching you. I think, like, you can get faster doing this. I just think you have to get used to it. Because I remember watching your other stream.
I don't know. I'm not convinced. I mean, I'm not against it. I'm just...
I'm going to ask Kyle a question about it.
Because you remember, you've also got to make sure you've got all the lines joining up as well, where you need them to be.
So like what you were saying, is that usually take the longest? Is that your longest part of flatting? Is just making sure that all the lines are connected?
Well, I don't do that. I don't need to because I do it manually. So it's not an issue.
Yeah, that's what I meant when you were saying about that. Like the other night when you were doing that, your one piece that you had to go back and then make sure all the lines were then connected. Is that the longest part of what takes you to flat? Is making sure it's all done, it's all connected?
Well, that was the first time I've ever done it.
Oh, okay.
Because Rob said, wouldn't it be easier to use the paint bucket? And I said, yeah, it would be. if all the lines were connected. So that's when I went in and.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
I can't make heads or tails of this. Oh yeah, he's holding this guy up here. All right, I'm gonna give him an outline.
Todd, I'm starting to wonder if his channel got nuked. I have scrolled through everyone I'm subscribed to, and I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, that is weird because normally, if you spell it right, it'll come up.
He says it's just speed. He said he can get this entire piece done in 1 hour.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I took a lot of practice due to a tight TED. So, of course, I mean, like you said earlier, Mike, I mean, practice.
Yeah.
This is pretty Scotsman. Sorry about that. I found his channel. If you go to Scotsman's Twitter, there's a link to his YouTube channel on his profile page.
I just found it too.
And yeah, it looks like it's still up.
I had to do a search on one of his titles that I had remembered to get his channel to show up. That is weird.
Oh, that is weird.
So, what's the channel called?
Scotsman TV.
Yeah, it is weird.
Spelled exactly the same way that Todd and I put it in the chat.
Yeah. Oh,
so
that's really weird.
I'm gonna copy the link into the public chat here.
That's weird. Do you think he's being shadow banned?
I'm wondering.
Because if it doesn't come up when you type it in the search bar, but you have to go through a roundabout way to even find it, that sounds like he's shadow banned.
Yeah, and Jim is saying it showed up in his list, but not in search. It didn't even show up in my list.
Yeah, spelled the same way you guys posted. Yeah, you showed it. Damn, it's weird. But it didn't even show up in your subscription list?
No.
Joe? Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
And it still shows me as subscribed.
Huh.
I love YouTube.
Yeah, it just says you need to practice Bancroft, so. I'd imagine, though, it's probably pretty difficult, Mike, because, like your muscle memory and everything you've been learning is geared towards one way, and now you're trying to do it a different way.
Did she say, Daddy, we're trying to talk to you? Is that what she said? Oh, you're in the cottage, so they're out there banging on the door?
Mike, Kyle says there's hope for you. He says if you practice more with Photoshop, you'll improve your speed.
No danger. This is Bancroft coloring. This isn't Kyle. And we're not really coloring, we're flatting.
Some of us are even flatulating.
This is Comiscate flatting episode 79. Mike, you're muted.
Someone keeps FaceTiming me. The hell?
That boy really wants to talk to his daddy.
I know.
He's like, pay attention to me, Daddy.
Don't listen to him, Mike. I just buy my kids' affection. That's the best way to do it.
Attaboy, Leroy.
This is doing my head in. All right, I'm going to send this back. That's as far as I got. Screw it. I'm going to send it right. I'm going to send this back from whence it came. These kids are giving me the death stare too, so I probably should get going before I have to pay the Have to pay the therapy later.
Oh, just get them some ice cream. They'll be okay. Ice cream usually always works.
I've got Kyle's email here. I'm going to send it back to him. At least I had it. I thought I did.
Oh, I see all the coloring streams, Joe. On Scotsman's channel.
Okay.
Cool. Well, I'll subscribe and hopefully it'll show up.
Joe. What do you think about this, Mike? Joe trolling you so hard right now.
I mean, it's what everyone does now. It's sort of, that's how I know people like me.
Yeah, it's tough love.
Good Lord. Okay. I have a very grumpy looking 8-year-old just giving me a death stare from the window.
Here.
So I better go sort that out.
Well, while you're out, can you bring us back some of that Lamington?
Now I don't even know where I saved what I just worked on.
Papa?
Yes.
Why did Michael give up? Because his kids are yelling at him.
I found it, and I'm sending it back to him. Send it back to this man from whence it came. Oh my god, it asked for a verification code. Good lord. Everything is conspiring against me today. Did you hear, you wouldn't have heard this, Joe.
What's that?
I was working on a Dan Slott cartoon. And it is so funny. Like,
That'll be good.
It's making me chuckle.
That's a good sign.
Oh, I can't wait.
Method was definitely
It just makes me smile every time I see it.
Yeah, Hockey. He's the colors for Liam's book.
Oh, that something Xeno?
Yeah, Xenotype.
Superfly asked, does Flatter Pro doing that many separation actually help? It seems like overkill. I'm wondering, yeah. I think it might not help. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess
Maybe
Kyle,
I just
one of the
need
best colorists in the industry, is just full of shit, I guess.
Well, Kyle doesn't do his own flats. He farms it out like everyone else who's sensible.
All that work $15 seems a pretty good bargain.
Exactly, doesn't it? Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I mean, Corey's like, oh, no, just spend the money.
Just watching you guys do it, it's like, okay, $15 here, dude, somebody else do this.
Yeah, see, here's the thing that was just happening. I was having to think. I was having to look and search and see where things lined up there. That's what I don't like. When I flat, I turn my brain off. It's dead in the water. So I can just like sit there like a brain dead orangutan. And do you hear that, guys? I never play Double Trouble.
Oh
yeah.
You better start playing.
I guess I better go do that. All right, that file is getting sent back to Kyle. I guess I better go. I'll see you guys around. Maybe tomorrow, depending on who's streaming.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanksgiving, there might not be a lot of Americans.
True. Okay. All right.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
I don't miss the days of like my daughter. You know, she liked getting piggyback rides. Like when I was a horse.
Oh,
so
yeah.
My knees were so like shot. Like I do not miss those days.
I used to do that with my kids, and then when my knees couldn't take it anymore, I would dump them off, and then they thought that it was rodeo time.
Oh yeah, it just makes it worse. Yeah,
exactly.
Yep. That's what my nieces and nephews would do too.
Kyle wants a colorist. I don't know if we have one.
He wants to break another one down.
Yeah, that's true.
He's like, I've already burned through a couple now. Is there any more?
Has anyone asked, or has Kyle said, if he's got Thanksgiving plans?
I have not.
Yeah, I talked to him about it the other day because I'm going to be at his hometown on Friday, so we're talking about getting together.
That'd be cool.
It all depends on his the rest of his Thanksgiving plans. I don't know anything about coloring. I don't know anything about drawing. I'm learning right now. So anybody else want to enter the arena? Take on it. See if they can take on Kyle.
I'm actually interested in the Google images he uses. Like, you weren't there, Joe, but a couple weeks ago he showed us how he did Cyberfrog's eyes.
Oh yeah.
And he just takes like Google images and there's an image from Google Images and he slaps them in his eye and he reshapes it, and that's how his eyes are done.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So like.
Yeah, he had some pretty cool images he showed us that night.
Did he
like when he did the coloring for Corey for that cave, when he showed the different effects he can put into it? With using the Google Images. I was like, whoa.
Was it like was he taking images from life, like animal life, and then manipulating them, or were they geometric or what?
The eye one was some weird pattern shape that he had taken, and then he puts it into the eye, shrinks it down, moves it around, and then colors it, and there was his eye.
I can see if he'll do a demo for us real quick if you want to see it, Joe. I'll ask him.
Sure. Yeah, that'd be cool.
So do you have a wardrobe like Ethan does, Joe, with all your hats and stuff?
Well, I have a wardrobe, but my budget is nowhere near what Ethan's is. So yeah, I have to be very creative and selective with where I get my stuff and how I get it, and I'm always looking for deals. And I wait for some of my stuff from overseas. I definitely don't have my personal tailor who is making custom clothing for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I aspire to that one day.
Yeah, I was just thinking, Todd, that's probably the downfall to these streams is we get all these like quick demos, but they're not labeled like, hey, this is how I do Cyberfrog's eyes. So
Right.
you never know unless you were on that stream and you saw it happening. Michael and Corey's souls are mine.
He likes that.
Oh, there was that rep or that print that Corey was working on. That Kyle just took a Google image of a flame and brought it into that cave, and then started making that as a light source. So he didn't draw in; he just took an image in there and dragged it into the print.
Yeah, and he was doing it so fast too. It was like, yeah, he's good at that. And then he used 2 Google images, and he merged them together, and he made a portal in the back of the cave, and then made a glowing effect.
Yeah, then he had 2 light sources. Yeah,
yeah, it was crazy. I was like, whoa,
wow, that's cool.
I guess he's not going to show us Cyberfrog's eyes cry. He did have this cool speech-to-text program. I guess he's not using it anymore. It's not really good with like a lot of people, but I think with 1 or 2, like it would take what you're saying and put it in the text form so we can read it.
Yeah, so it gets confused by crosstalk.
Yep.
Yeah. Like he was using it the other night on Ethan's stream, and somebody said Adam Post, and it came up as AutoZone.
Oh, I saw that. I saw the replay of that.
Yeah, that was so funny. I was like, I wrote it in there. I said, Auto Post. I mean, Adam Post is AutoZone. I went, whoa, that's a hell of a street name you got there.
Yeah.
Showing Bancroft's coloring. Go, Mo.
Eddie's getting that plug in. That boy, Eddie. Here, let me get a link for Sovereign Wolf and throw it in there for you.
Yeah, I saw that picture. That was a cool color. Oh yeah, that was Rob Willis. That's right. Yeah, that looked really cool. Did you have 2 hats on, Joe? I just looked down. I'm like, what? Wait.
This is a headband wig combo.
Oh, okay.
And then I had a visor over it, but the visor isn't quite big enough, so it was giving me a headache.
Oh, okay. I just looked down and I was like, wait, what happened?
I'm willing to suffer from my art, but only up to a point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he found that new program or that add-on for StreamYard that you can do, and he played. I was on with him the other night. He played with it for over 2 hours.
I was lurking in the chat for about an hour of that. I was dying. That was so funny.
I was like, how much stuff is in this program? Because he went for 2 straight hours and he didn't even use them all yet, he said. I was like, oh my gosh. And it's free. So I was like, gee, that's pretty cool.
So I think I was in there for about an hour. There were so many of them. It made me wonder if there's some sort of spyware component to it, because it seems too good to be true to offer it for free. And I'm just wondering how they monetize it. What sort of revenue channel do they have?
Well, it is Snapchat, so it did have spyware in it, so that probably does too.
Yeah.
There you go, Eddie. Sovereign Wolf.
This book looks... Eddie, this book looks so good, man. I'm definitely backing. The only question is how high of a tier.
Yeah,
that's what I was looking at too. I'm pouring money into my own project, and I have to be real careful about how much I spend on other people's books these days, which makes me sad because I used to just buy everything that looked good. I'm definitely backing this one though.
Yeah, especially now with more and more books to choose from every day.
Yeah, this last 2 or 3 weeks, including this week, is just insane with the amount of books that are coming out. And toys, I guess we can say now.
Yeah, you're right. Between EVS and our buddy Mr. Parnell.
Yeah.
And isn't there someone else who was talking about trying to do a figure? At least a statue?
Oh, wasn't that the Elysium Fields guy?
Yeah, I think you're right.
But that was $800. I was like, yeah, no, sorry, buddy.
Yeah, not this time of year.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
I don't even have an $800 Batman laying around, so.
I've got a couple of comics worth over $1,000 right now.
If I'm spending $2,000 on something, it's going to be a gun.
Exactly.
Nadsai Bot says Cecil piss and poop doll. that Betsy Wetsy Cecil idea that Ethan came up with had me in stitches.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, I was laughing too, Joe, when I heard that. I was like, oh my God. I was laughing because it's funny and laughing because I was thinking, wouldn't that be funny if they did that?
Yeah, for sure. I'd have to buy one.
I think Kyle needs to come up. He wants to stream, right? It's pretty evident. And his reactions and everything, he just needs to find a balance of like a format where he'll do coloring or whatever, like take like 10 minutes off and then do some coloring again, or like some kind of format for him that would work.
Yeah, I think it's it might be a question of, because he does coloring as his job and he spends so many hours doing it. I wonder if he's hesitant to do it in his quote unquote off time too.
Well, yeah, but you look at like Corey, who's sitting there drawing. These people are drawing. I'm not saying color a piece. That's not. But like you could say, hey, this stream's going to be about lighting,
right,
or whatever, and you do like 20 minutes on, then like 10 minutes of bullshitting, and then 20 minutes on. I don't know if he understands how streams really work. Does that make sense? I'm not trying to be mean, cold-hearted.
No, totally. Because any one of us, it takes a while of really kind of observing what different people are doing before you can really see what works and what doesn't. And so so much of that is being able to hear what's said. And so if you can't hear it, then you're really at a disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, the least YouTube should be able to do is have at least closed captions on live streams,
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised that they don't.
Yeah.
I'm surprised with as big as our community is that we don't have somebody that knows ASL.
I know Shay was doing it for a while, but you're right, Leroy. I would have thought there was at least a handful of people who did.
So you said we got a bunch of books coming out, Joe.
Yeah.
Like you were talking about how you're looking forward to Sovereign Wolf. Are there any others?
Oh, there's a bunch, man.
Yeah, but don't just give me every book.
No. I'm trying to think of some standouts for me. I know that Charlie's London has caught some flack for, supposedly it's not a real comic book, but I gotta say, it looks absolutely gorgeous. And even if somebody isn't a Charlie Chaplin fan, if they're somebody who tends to look at art more than read, words, I would encourage them to look at it because the art is phenomenal.
Yeah, it is, but I'm that guy that you're talking to. Like, I have zero interest on Charlie Chaplin. Like, none.
Yeah, I'm not a Charlie Chaplin fan.
And I do like Charlie. Great. And I know she got off on EVS to show about people. No, Charlie, I respect your knowledge on Charlie Chaplin because you have infinite, but I just don't have that passion you have.
Right. Yeah, it's one that I'm definitely I've backed. I'm looking forward to, but kind of going more along the lines of what has more of a broad appeal. Sovereign Wolf is high on my list. There's a handful that I'm planning on backing this weekend. I'm trying to think. I just backed Elsa Dark from William Hazel Crawford over in Scotland. It's kind of like a vampire, werewolf, and other kind of UK monsters along with it. That looks good. It's going to be closing out in a few days.
What was that one called?
Ailsa Dark, AILSA, space Dark.
I was really looking forward to Vinny's Shadow of the Kraken, but he asked his chat the other day whether he should wait or not to, because he was going to launch this week, I think Thursday or Friday, but almost everybody in the chat told him to wait till after Christmas or New Year's. So
after the holidays, yeah.
Which makes sense,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
What did you say? I'm going to post a link of StreamYards and see if we're lucky on Twitter.
Yeah, I think he's still trying to rope in another colorist. He really wants to punish him tonight.
Wow. Yeah, exactly.
Or maybe he wants to try and land an e-thought.
Or maybe he doesn't like us and he's trying to punish us.
That could be.
True. Could be all of the above.
This is Corey Barton's fault. All he had to do is come in here.
Here he goes. Let me know when to keep or kick.
Oh, man.
This would be good.
No, dude, it's always awkward. It's always awkward.
Oh, man.
Because, we've all seen those streams where, like, I'm going to put the link out in chat and you wince, and then the reason why you winced actually happens.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, oh.
Yeah. When they put it in the chat, it's like 50-50 chance it's either going to be okay or a complete shit show.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those ones.
Get Eddie in here.
It's damn awesome.
Eddie was on Bancroft's show the other day. You do know that, Joe. But it was like the one time where you talked about his book the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was no Bancroft lore lesson.
Right.
Oh, boy. It's about to become the Oz show.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. Sometimes those are funny, but sometimes they're just painful.
I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I never like those kinds of shows where those people are on thinking like, "Oh, this is awesome," but they're the butt of the joke and they don't know it.
Right.
Yeah, not a huge fan.
Or you get a couple of those Frege panels. Whoa. Some of those are just painful.
Yeah, that's what I had in mind when I said that earlier. You know, he puts it in, and half the time it's okay, half of the time it's a mess.
Yep.
At least the way Ethan does it, he brings someone on for a few minutes, then kicks them, you know?
Right.
Until he brings on sketch therapy for like 5 minutes too long.
Yeah.
Well, Nod Sabot just said it.
Oh Lord, no. I'll kick myself if that happens.
Well, it'd be interesting to see if, like, because Yaki, like, if we just take somebody from CG, like Yaki, if we have, like, Kyle look at Yaki and try to imitate Yaki and see if he can do it. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, that would be fun to see him and Yaki.
Well, I don't want to see him and Yaki per se, other than I would like to see Yaki try to color like Ritter, and then Ritter try to color like Yaki, because they're very different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It all depends on what Kyle wants to do, though. So I did like your question, Joe. I know he didn't answer it, but
yeah.
Let's see if Phil wants to.
What color in front of Ritter?
No, just come on.
Oh,
I don't think there's any colorists anywhere. I was looking for his tweet and see. There it is.
yeah. It's
oh, he
Kyle.
did. He posted it in the. He posted it on Twitter.
Yeah, I agree with Tatooini. Kyle's mime skills are a cut above the rest.
Yeah.
And so is his gift skills. He's got some of the best gifts I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't know where he finds some of that stuff.
There goes Phil. You got a color for us?
So, Todd, are you just recently learning ASL, or have you learned stuff previous to streaming with Kyle?
No, I'm just learning all the digital stuff.
No,
ASL, American Sign Language.
Oh no, I know I know a little bit, and my wife knows more than I do. She's been showing me some stuff.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then because she one of her jobs she had was that they used to do stuff with children.
Yeah.
And so she learned sign language for some of the things that she did.
Okay.
Because she used to do some of the Make-A-Wish.
Yeah.
Stuff for Disney.
For Disney. Yeah.
Yeah. So they had some kids that were deaf sometimes, so she learned some of the sign language to talk to them while she was friends with Goofy.
Okay.
So she showed me some of the sign language.
Jim, you dirty dog. Phil. We need to introduce Phil and Badger.
Yeah, we never need to have Phil or Badger and Poland on a stream together again.
I heard that was quite exciting for Badger.
Yeah, Poland was like flush red and didn't know. Like he handled it pretty well for being ambushed like that.
Yeah.
I'll give that to him, but he was not expecting that.
Was he hitting on him?
Yeah, like
it's
full on.
It's funny, man. Poland, he's got a great sense of humor. He's normally pretty quiet, but after that happened, I think it must have been the next night. After Bancroft's show, we were having a chat backstage, and Poland was really laughing about it.
Signing Savvy. So there's a website there.
Oh.
Let me look at it. High school, I took a sign language class, but the teacher that they assigned to the class was actually deaf, and nobody in the class was deaf. So you can imagine how that went. You couldn't learn it. You couldn't learn a damn thing.
Wow.
I just looked up "get to work" in sign language. So it's like you put your hand down on your other hand, your right hand down with your left hand. That's get to. What's work? And it's that. So it's I got it, but I'm not on cam.
Oh, that's hey. Okay. See if I was doing the one right. Oh, that's an easier version than mine.
Which is first? Okay, H and then hey. Hey.
Oh, she's doing it quick. There's 3 in there.
H-E-A.
See, it's jumping.
Okay.
So it's like this, and then like this. Like this, and then like this.
So she's spelling it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like my wife, she did the entire alphabet the other night. She was showing me.
H-E-A.
Why? Yep.
H-E-A.
Yeah, like Mo says, it's like a reverse hang loose.
Okay.
Oh, here he is, baby. Oh, it's like the baby. Oh, okay.
Okay. This.
It's jumping.
This.
There it is.
Oh, B-A-B-Y. B-A.
You're doing it with the head shake.
Wrong kind of baby. Yeah. Yeah. No, wrong one. Oh, so this is a different one. Okay.
This is what we need Kyle to do to Corey and Bancroft when he's tutoring them. Is this one?
Yeah. Hey Todd, it looks like you got a little something coming in the mail tomorrow, or at least it's getting shipped tomorrow.
Oh.
So is it like that, and then rack the slide? Oh, hurry up.
Yeah, but like you could just, yeah, she just looks pissed and like you better hurry up. You don't need her to do any sign language.
Yeah.
Her facial expression says that.
Like just point at someone with that face and they'll get the idea.
Yeah.
Is she just wagging her two fingers?
Looks that way.
Signing savvy. I'm going to have to bookmark this. Ryukin says, educational stream. It burns like a vampire in church. Educational stream. What are you doing to us?
I volunteered. Speaking of church, I just volunteered myself to my in-laws to go down to their church and get them on make them a YouTube account and get them on a webcam so they can stream their stuff.
Oh, have fun with that, man. I've done tech support for family.
Oh, me too.
It can go quick or it can be a nightmare.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. I'm a computer tech. I'm not technical support unless you're paying me.
Oh no.
Let's see that one.
What about if you bite your thumb like Romeo and Juliet? Do that, Todd, without telling them what you're doing.
Like what?
You bite, you bite your thumb, like you don't, from like Shakespeare. Do you know what I'm talking about, Joe?
Are you talking about the one like in Italy, where it's
it's like yeah.
Oh
yeah,
this or this.
Yeah, it's like a middle finger.
Yeah. Or the Brits, you just give them the reverse peace sign.
Yeah, for the Brits, it's the old whoop.
Well, no, it's this, but it's backwards. We do peace, but if you turn it this way, it's the middle finger.
And it's even worse if you do the old.
Yeah.
I wonder if the shocker means the same thing in ASL as it means to us.
That's a good question. Signing savvy.
It won't. It won't bring up FUCK. It's like, nope. Oh, then it pops up. That is a mature content, and that is behind the paywall.
Oh.
That's awesome.
If you want to learn dirty, you got to pay up.
Yeah, exactly. You have to have a membership.
You want to buy bath water, or you want to know how to sign profanity? You got to pay the piper.
The word fudge? Okay, that's weird.
I'm surprised Kyle with one.
I am going to get woken up early this morning by my wife because she has to go make the turkey, so she'll wake me up.
Just so you can share in her misery?
No, I'm going to go back to sleep, but it's an inconvenience for me.
Oh, when she gets up, then that will wake you up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Like, can't you be any quieter?
I'm gonna try and figure out how to say "Hi, big boy" to Kyle.
Oh no!
Jeez.
Oh, I screwed up. Let me try this again. So hi isn't a greeting. Oh, they don't do the phrase.
Salute.
Right, Rukin says, our first language is Spanish. Did the signs change, or is ASL universal language? Is it? ASL is not universal.
No, it's not universal, Ryukin. It's different
just the
depending
American version.
on country. Yeah, different countries have different sign language.
Yeah, because it's just like speaking. We have different words than other people do and different ways of saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Different dialects.
You think that people from Appalachia sign different than people from California?
That's a good question. My guess
I
is
think Appalachians sign with their feet, don't they? No, just kidding.
Hey, watch out, Todd.
With two left hands, Todd.
Yeah. Well, I bet because it's even the different uses of words and stuff that between like California, and then like basically anywhere in the South.
And then people from Alabama sign like very slow.
Yeah, like they talk like Oklahoma. Oh my God, people like there. I've never seen anybody talk so slow in my life.
Slower than Wanger.
Oh yeah, it takes them 20 minutes to get a sentence out.
So say Kyle, Todd is too big for his britches. Todd, too big for his britches.
Well, I am big, so yes, so's my head.
So how can I do this? Todd, tall, 6'4".
I'm gonna have to look at these stream comments from Bancroft's last stream real quick.
Yeah, and I got a giant head too. I can't buy any hats anywhere. I only have one hat. I had to have it made just for my head. It was fun playing football when they had to order special helmets for me.
I'll say Todd is 6'4", and he bullies Bancroft.
Oh no!
Who is 5'10".
Wait, Todd doesn't bully Bancroft. Todd doesn't bully anybody.
He's too big for his britches.
Britches.
Teach him to be more humble when you meet him. And then we'll do this so he knows I'm kidding.
Yeah, I think Phil is. What do you say? 6'5"?
6'5", yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 7. My bad.
Yeah, 6'5".
6'5". Good night, Eddie. Have a good one. Yeah, Mo, you're right. Tug is 6'7".
Oh, was it Tug? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. It was Tug.
Yeah, and he's a legit 6'7".
Yeah.
Phil's 6'5", but he's skinny as a rail.
Tug hooked me up with a free audio book last night, the first book in the Dune series.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was wicked random out of the blue.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I posted a comment on his thing about Dune, and I told him I'm about to get into it, and he DM'd me. I was like, what? This is weird, but that was awesome.
About to get into what of Dune?
The books.
Oh, the books. Oh, I haven't read the books. I love the movie. It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I haven't
I
read them.
usually hear just the opposite, Todd. That's interesting. Most people are like, I love the books and I hate the movies.
That's because most people don't understand the movie.
And
because if you read the books first, then I did hear that it's different. But if you haven't read the books, then the movie's awesome, and then you read the books, then you'll get a bigger picture. That's why I was kind of upset when they are doing this the TV show, because it was horrible. I watched some of it, and then now they're doing another movie, and I'm like,
the Children of Dune.
Yeah,
yeah, I've heard about that too. I haven't watched it, but I heard about that.
Yeah, I think I watched the first episode, and I was like, oh, this is crap, because they were again PCing it all, and I'm like, oh, here we go. But the new movie doesn't look that much better. Doesn't look as better either.
You know, I know Patrick Parnell colors. I wonder if we can con him into coming here and getting his soul ripped out.
That would be fun.
So does Kelsey.
Is he on Shane's stream?
Oh, is Shane streaming right now?
I think he was. Yeah,
He was. I don't know if it's still live.
Oh, he doesn't look like he's live anymore.
No.
Jim, only 6'3". Yeah,
well, that's the thing is, like, I've heard. Oh, I noticed too. Going to other countries and coming back here, we are tall as a country wise. Like we are tall. So
yeah. Compared to other regions in the world, yeah, we are.
Because I go somewhere and I'm 6'2", and I feel like, hey, I'm a giant over here, and I come back here and I feel like I'm just average.
Yeah. Same thing with Norway and all those Viking countries. They're all huge.
That's what my heritage is the Viking Norse. Yep. So that's why they're the biggest people in the world, I think. By
statistically,
is Norway.
Yeah, because I think that the Maasai people in Africa, I think their height is specific to their tribe as opposed to the country they live in.
Right.
And if I remember correctly, there are different branches of the tribe that are in more than one country.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, because they're spread out.
Yeah, I want to say that they're mostly, was it in Kenya? It's been so long since I researched them, but I think they are in more than one country. But yeah, they're crazy. They routinely have men that clear 7 feet. And
yeah, it's like the ones in China, in the area of China where a lot of Americans were during World War II. That's where Yao Ming comes from.
Okay, yeah, he was a legit 7'5".
Yeah, and there's a lot of them. I think there's 2 or 3 now in the NBA that are all from that same region. They're all over 7 feet.
Oh, really? 9'5".
9'5".
Oh, Shay wears 4-foot heels. She's like my wife. My wife's 5'11" and loves to wear heels.
Yeah, I think Shay said she's 6'2".
Yeah, when I went to Beijing, my wife and I hired a guide to take us around to show us stuff, and I had people at the tourist attractions stopping and taking photos with me because they'd never seen anybody my size and with blue eyes.
I believe that.
So my wife asked, so we asked our guide, why are people keep asking for photos with me? And she said the same. She said it. She's like, well, they're not used to seeing Westerners.
Mm-hmm.
And then she looked me up and down and she goes, especially of your size. And she goes, and you have blue eyes too. So that's a whole package. So everywhere we went, we had people stopping us and asking our guide if I could take a photo with them. I have pictures my wife took of people taking photos with me. It was funny.
Yeah.
And then in Hong Kong, we got to go to a special New Year's event while we were there because my wife was in Hong Kong for 5 months working. Mm-hmm. And she got tickets from the president of Hong Kong Disneyland to go to their New Year's Eve celebration. And when I walked out, they had special security and they had to boat us in. It was a whole security thing. When we got to the event, there were people, all the people there to watch and photographers and stuff. We were hearing people say, "Oh, American football player." Because why else would I be at this special event? And so they thought I was an American football player.
That's funny.
And it was cool. It was 2010, 2011.
Okay.
So I have pictures from the event and the whole event and all these people. And it was televised too in Hong Kong. So our friends from Hong Kong Disneyland saw us and they were like, "Oh my gosh, you were talking to this person and this person." I'm like, "And who are they?" And they're like, "Oh my gosh, they're big TV stars here." I was like, "Oh, okay." I don't know who they were because I don't watch Hong Kong television. But I got to spend over a month there in Hong Kong.
Wow.
Yeah, that's cool.
You must have gotten an education.
Oh, yeah. I learned how to use chopsticks because if I didn't, I would have starved to death there.
You end up picking up any of the language?
A little bit, but they speak Cantonese. So it's a lot harder than Mandarin.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like Cantonese is like, if you have to learn it to read a paper, it's like 5,000 characters you have to know to read the paper. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, that's legit.
Yeah.
Mandarin is considered the simple form of it, and Cantonese is the higher form.
Japanese is very similar. There's a casual form of it, and then there's a formal. And kids aren't even considered fluent in the formal until they're teenagers at minimum.
I wonder if George R.R. Martin, I wonder if that was some of his inspiration behind the Valerian, the high and low Valerian, the difference between the two languages.
I don't know. I haven't read any of the books.
Well, they touch on it on the show too. There's two different versions: High Valerian for the highborn, and then low Valerian for like the common people.
It wouldn't surprise me. I know that he's drawn a lot of inspiration from different cultures around the world.
Yeah, that's why it popped in my head because I know he likes drawing on real events.
Oh yeah, like War of the Roses. That's a big theme within Game of Thrones.
Yes. And that episode, Battle of the Bastards, when Ramsay has Jon and everybody surrounded, the inspiration for that was Hannibal's Battle of Carthage.
Yep.
Because that he won in a similar way, surrounding everybody with a shield wall.
I think we ruined Anna for Kyle, guys.
I think so.
Oh, wow.
That's funny, Ryukin.
Wow.
Kyle.
Oh, she's 5'11" and she likes to wear 3-inch heels?
Yeah.
Wow.
She likes to wear these boots. And so when we go out, that makes her 6'4" and me 5'10".
Wow.
So I get back at her by wearing a 3-foot gut.
Get on your stomach, say, who's taller now?
That's right. I start doing push-ups by inhaling and exhaling.
Yep.
Yeah, Mo Biggs. What's funny is that for our wedding, I actually wore platform shoes, and then she wore slippers, and that was her idea because on her wedding day, she wanted to be shorter than her husband. So for all the wedding pictures, I'm taller.
And now everything she's taller.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, that was your one. There you go.
Yeah.
Who did the kids take after? Like, that's the question.
Well, yeah, it's funny because on my side of the family, so I'm average height, but I have uncles that are giants, and everyone on my wife's side is tall. So my kids are definitely taller than average for their age. They are probably, I mean, they're definitely all going to be tall. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm the tallest in my family, but my dad, his family, because of the Viking heritage, the Norse heritage, he's the runt of his family, and he was 5'11". My grandfather was 6'5", and my uncle was 6'8".
Wow.
Okay, Kyle's going to put up questions, and we're going to play a question game, apparently.
I know the kids are going to get up early tomorrow, so I should go to sleep, but I'm having too much fun.
Yeah, I got to go soon.
Yeah, same here. I got to work in the morning at like 6, but...
You got to work on Thanksgiving? That sucks.
Oh, no, that's right. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Jeez.
Yes. My wife's happy. She has a 4-day weekend.
Yeah, 4 days off. Exactly.
So Crackhead, do you have to work or do you get the day off?
Oh, yeah, no, I get the day off. Well, me and my brother-in-law, we run our own contracting business. We build houses, so we're in charge. But yeah, I just slipped my mind that tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
Cereal.
Yeah, you're all. I gotta work. Wait, no, yay! I don't have to work.
Instead of working, I can sit around all day and eat turkey. I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly. My wife and I are just going to go to a restaurant. We're not cooking because we're like, I'm not cleaning a mess up just for us. Let someone else clean it up. And avoiding family. So, yeah. No drama, no cleanup.
Yeah, so is cereal a soup? No. It's not broth-based.
Right.
Jeremy, every time you're in a stream, people are like surprised to hear you.
Yeah, well, a lot of people haven't heard my voice before, They hear that thick Boston accent.
Yeah, it makes me sick as a Yankees fan, I have to say.
Well, if it makes you any feel better, I'm a Yankees fan.
It doesn't because you have a Boston accent.
Oh, does that get you in trouble? Having the Boston accent, being a Yankees fan?
No, just being a Yankees fan gets me in trouble around here.
I was gonna say,
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
you must be real popular with the neighbors.
Yeah, well, there's actually more of us than you might think. A lot of Yankees fans in Massachusetts.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Are they transplants?
Not that I know. A bunch of my friends, maybe half of them like the Red Sox, probably the other half like either the Yankees or different teams.
I used to be a Padres fan because I was born and raised in San Diego, but after them being in last place for so many years, and then they started supporting BLM, that was just a bridge too far for me.
Yeah, my wife too. She's a Padres fan, and she didn't like seeing that either. She's from San Diego as well.
Cool thing with me, I went to high school in upstate New York.
Mm-hmm.
And as I was in high school, all those guys, like the core four, I don't know how much you guys know about baseball, but those guys were cycling through the minor league team in Syracuse. So I got to see a lot of them play minor league ball. So that was
cool. Nice.
Oh, okay.
My wife went to school with a bunch of guys that all went into the NFL. They all went to her high school.
Yeah,
J.J. Stokes, and I forgot the other one. She showed me her yearbook, and they were all in it. I was like, "Holy crap!" Okay.
Yeah, I went to high school with someone that made it into the NFL. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, Jordan Todman.
No.
He's a running back for San Diego.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was he the one that took over after
Adrian Peterson? No, I think he took over after the guy after that. He was I think he was Adrian's third string at the time. I think he was the third string when Adrian was there. Not Adrian, LT.
Yeah,
LT. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, LT. Yeah.
And Stephen Cooper, the free safety. He's from not too far from where I live.
Todd, I'm going to have to get you in a private conversation about some of those conspiracy stories, because I've got, in my superhero universe, there's an analog agency for the CIA.
Dude, I had an embed CIA agent in my unit. Like,
really?
Yeah.
That's what my uncle did. He was a field agent. He did some crazy shit.
Yeah, because of the rules of engagement in the Joe are so strict now that it's almost required. Like,
I was wondering about that.
I don't know, conspiracy. What's the weirdest smell I've ever smelled? Foster's.
That stuff is so nasty.
Definitely up there with worst taste, that's for sure.
Have you ever tasted a drink from Scotland called Iron Brew?
I haven't, no.
No.
It kind of sounds like what you guys were saying Foster's smells and tastes like. It's got almost like a metal taste to it.
A metallic taste,
yeah. It's like that. It's like, oh, damn.
I would say there's this Thai Lao thing called padak, and it's fermented crab.
Yeah.
And it smells awful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's like, what was the other one? 1,000-year-old eggs in Hong Kong. Oh.
Well, that's Filipino balut.
Balut.
Yeah, balut. Yeah.
Oh, those are so nasty.
So did the what was that thing? Coagulated blood cakes that I had in China.
Now, I would actually try.
That was weird.
I would try coagulated blood cakes. I'm a pretty adventurous eater. You could not pay me enough money to eat balut.
Yeah.
That's just going too far for me.
What is something that everyone looks stupid doing?
Dancing.
Probably the craziest thing I ever tried was snake blood when I was in St. Martin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Me and my family used to have a timeshare over there. We used to go there probably 2 times a year. But, yeah, snake blood over there is probably the worst thing I've ever tasted.
Yeah, durian. Yeah.
Are you supposed to just drink it straight?
Yep. Yeah, they put it in just a shot glass.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the purpose?
Warm. Just there's really no purpose to it. You know, it's just one of those things like, oh, if you got the balls to do it, do it.
Something they do to tourists.
Probably. Yeah, look at these freaking tourists, these idiots. Or they got it from or they got the idea from that movie. Well, actually they couldn't. I was gonna say they got the idea from that movie The Beach, but they've been doing it for long before that.
Oh, I like haggis. When I went to Scotland, I tried it, and I liked it. Thought it was good.
What is it?
It's a kind of like a hash, their version of a hash, but it's cooked in the stomach lining of a sheep.
Oh, really?
And do they stuff it inside the sheep's intestines and serve it up like a sausage, or is it served like a hash?
It's served like if you go to some traditional places, they'll actually bring it out in the stomach and they'll cut it open in front of you and it falls out on the plate.
Okay.
But like a hash. But you don't eat the stomach. You just eat the haggis.
Yeah, I would definitely, because I've talked to and read about too many Scots who swear by it, so I would try it.
Mm-hmm. I tried it. Yeah, I ate it, and then I even tried it at another restaurant. They made a haggis egg roll. That was really good.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'd give it a try. I like hash.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was really good. Some people think it tastes disgusting, but my wife liked it too.
Junkyard Done, is that the Asian fruit that smells like a dead body?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
It's the weirdest thing you've ever smelled and eaten because it smells one way, but it tastes a different way. It's the craziest thing I've ever eaten because I had some in Hong Kong, and the smell is like, oh my God, a rotting corpse.
Yeah.
But when you eat it, you're like, oh my God, it tastes sweet.
I've heard horror stories about that fruit. And I've said, like I'll try it, but then I found out a little more about it, and I guess I'd just have to smell it first, and then I would make a decision.
Well, like I said, the smell, it's the weirdest thing because you don't usually smell something that tastes completely different when you eat it. But this stuff is weird. It does. It's like I said, it smells like a rotting corpse, but then you put it in your mouth and it tastes really good. It's sweet. So it's really strange. And there were people they put bans on that fruit in Hong Kong that you couldn't open it in the subways, the MTRs, because it stunk the whole trains up. So they actually had signs, no durian in places where they wouldn't let you have it.
Yeah, see, I don't know if I'd be able to even make it past the smell.
Yeah, I smelled it and about gagged myself, and then you just hold your nose and eat it.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you could get by the smell. It was oh man.
Shark fin soup is horrible too. Never try it.
I tried it.
This question he has up now. What's the weirdest thing a guest has done at your house? I had a buddy come over to my house, and we were drinking, and then he crashed on my couch. Well, he had a dream while he was sleeping on my couch.
Mm-hmm.
He dreamed he was pissing, and he pissed all over couch.
Oh, that's a party foul.
Yeah.
I feel like it. What's the weirdest? Stayed longer than 3 days in my house. That's what the weirdest thing is.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Kyle they didn't leave.
They didn't leave.
Talking about your kids? Those aren't guests, Joe. Those are kids.
No, I'm talking about my in-laws.
Kids need to get out too, man.
I love my in-laws, but there's a limit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've never really seen anything that like just totally weird in somebody else's house.
Yeah, I'm trying to think too, but
yeah, I can't either.
Junkyard Dog says sex swing. Yeah, I'd turn around and walk out.
You walk in, you go, oh.
Because then I gotta think to myself, what's the next question they're gonna ask is, and I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even want to hear what that question is. I'm out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Dear God. Wow. What was that? Oh, I have 2 Japanese toilets in my house.
Oh, Joe, you missed. Did you miss Bancroft's Feral Bogan story on the Barton channel?
I did miss that.
Yeah,
he refuses to say it on his channel.
Yeah, he won't say it on his.
I can't do it because I can't do the accent. He has to come in here to do it. I won't do it justice.
But he said, on full display in front of a group of feral bogans.
Yeah, but it was what she said, and you have to do it in the Bogan accent, or you won't get the full
okay. Of it. Geek Hero Bubba says he saw a taxidermy gnome made out of a rabbit corpse. Wow.
Whoa. Okay.
You're living a crazier life than I am, Geek Hero Bubba.
What set of items could you buy that would make the cashier the most? Condom, says Kyle.
Let's see.
Or back in the day, it was Playboys.
I'm gonna say maple syrup.
Oh no.
Whipped cream. Hot fudge. And plastic sheets.
And gummy bears.
No. Look at his face. Whoa.
Pete's is funny. He says duct tape, carpet, and stain remover.
Yeah, that's what I was like going for. For lie and a shovel.
Don't, yeah. Wow, jeez. I was going to say that lime and all that, but.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Pete's. That would be a good one. Suddenly, why is that police officer following me? Where did he come from?
Yeah, really. There's a line of black and whites following you home.
Yeah. Wonder why that is.
This is good for chat interaction. This is a good idea from Kyle.
This is.
Wow.
Knowledge.
I was just going to say, yeah, depending on what part of the world you're in, maybe history, knowledge, yeah.
Yeah. Well, if it was, I'd suddenly be a millionaire because I'd invent everything that's been invented. Look at how rich I am now. I like this.
Yeah. Yeah, like in Lost, one of the characters thought about going to the mainland and writing Empire Strikes Back before it comes out.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
I mean, you can, like, in theory, prove the existence of electricity and start the electric grid 400 years ago, like if you just had the knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
If you could make one of those primitive batteries.
Yeah.
Suddenly have the knowledge of where all the gold mines are. I know where those are now.
I just wish George was here for that question because I could run with it for hours.
Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, weird questions or just any question in general is bad? What?
Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to go to bed. I'll talk to you guys later.
Have a good
Tough
one,
day for
Leroi.
tomorrow.
Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm going to hit the sack too.
All right, crackhead. Have a good
Okay.
holiday.
Have a
Have a
good
good
one,
night.
guys. Enjoy your Thanksgiving.
You too. Wow. And there were only 3.
Let's see. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Now, if you start voguing, Joe, I'm out of here.
No, I can't lower myself to do that.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll do the Batusi, but I won't vogue. Let's see. They must be.
Phil still here?
Be resting up for the big Thanksgiving feast.
Do you want to come in, Phil? Oh. Well, Phil's working, so.
All right. Well, I am starting to dry out, so I'm going to get a drink. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Yeah, I'm out of drink. I'm out of stuff too. Hey, there he is. Hey, Phil.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
So you're working, huh?
I am. Yeah. I'm doing some letters right now. Just watching you guys while I'm doing that. Just gonna letter a page and then hit the hay.
Nice shirt.
Thanks, man. You're a quick detective. Hail the Chad. Hail. Yeah. So this shirt, I used to date a girl who ran a Hot Topic.
Oh.
And picture that girl, and that was her. Yeah. So she looked exactly like how you'd think a Hot Topic girl would look.
Mm-hmm.
But she would get me these shirts all the time from Hot Topic because she had great discounts and stuff. So that was really cool. And she got me, and their shirts there, like their manufactured shirts that they sell there, are really, I like the way they fit. So they're awesome. So there's a Hot Topic plug for you guys.
Yeah, there is a certain look to the girls who work at Hot Topic.
For sure, yeah. She was cool though.
There is a certain look to the girls who work at Hot Topic.
Uh-oh.
For sure.
That echo. We have a new guest.
Hey, everybody.
What's up, man?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, doing pretty good. Yeah, no, I'm sitting at work.
Geek Hero.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yep.
What are you doing at work at this hour?
Oh, I work security overnight at a toilet paper factory. They'll chain me to the wall before they lay me off.
That's awesome. Someone's got to do it. Yeah, I wish I could show you guys what I'm lettering, but I don't know if Passion would be okay with that. Some cool action scenes in Doom Fate.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I can't wait to get your book.
Thanks,
Looking forward to reading it.
I showed it off last time I was on here, but yeah, we packed up more boxes, and then tomorrow, since post isn't going out tomorrow because of the holiday, so we're gonna pack even more tomorrow and take them in on Friday. Or the cool thing we could do at the post office around me or by my work is their lobbies actually 24 hours, so you can go in there and drop it off in the drop box. Like they have this big box you could put packages in, and then they'll just scan them when they get in. So we could do that. Or another cool thing is if anyone is doing fulfillment, then at least at my post office, you could do this like around the back of the post office. You can go where like kind of like the warehouse is, and there's like a doorbell at mine you could ring, and then just drop all the boxes off there. And since we're doing like stamps.com, you could select the new like labels on the computer, and then it'll print one barcode, so they could just scan one barcode, and then it scans in everything, which is awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That must be like what EVS does, because I always see the pictures when he drops stuff off. It's back like where the loading dock area is. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool though. That works. That makes it easy for you.
Oh, for sure.
Just scan one barcode and then the whole thing's done.
Yeah, because for Magicop, we would just take them in one at a time. We didn't do stamps.com, so we paid for it there. But we'd have to like bet on getting certain, post office workers, because some were cooler than other ones. You get like the really grumpy, overweight lady who's like, "What's in this box?" And like, it's books. Yeah, but most of them are pretty cool. But
it's nice now with CG Comics because they don't have advertisements in them, so you can ship it all media now because they won't question it because it's no advertisements.
Yeah. Michael Bancroft is in the chat. Is Bancroft, did he leave to go work?
No, he went because his kids were giving him the death stare because he wasn't paying attention to them. That's what he said.
Yeah, Bancroft had to go play Double Trouble with the kids.
I gotcha.
Now I think he's working. Yeah.
Well, kids are a lot of work in and of themselves.
Sure.
Yep. Oh, he was out flying a kite. Oh.
What? It's the Sound of Music? Oh no, Mary Poppins.
Oh no, he's got
Mary Poppins.
He's got this hard-earned thirst now. He's not here, so I can't play the commercials.
I'm so done with these masks.
Yeah. They're a pain in the butt.
What was that? A padded mask? That mask was so thick.
Oh, that's a stocking cap I got at the Dollar Tree that I cut the top off of.
Oh, that's smart. Face warmer.
Yep.
That's cool.
That is the one nice thing about living in Florida. Our winters are about 72 to 75 degrees the whole year.
Yeah.
See, I'm in Oklahoma. We have summers like y'all, but winters like Ohio.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I've heard about the ice storms in
Never
Oklahoma.
go near Oklahoma in the winter. Actually, the whole Midwest. Don't go.
I was fixed to say Oklahoma's real bad in the heat of the summer and real bad, when the winter gets real cold. But I love it. It's crazy. You never know. You might have an ice storm one day and a tornado the next.
Yeah.
Well, that's the weird thing about here in the summer, that a lot of tourists come here thinking that Florida is the same as where they're from, and it's not. They come here and we have 110 to 120 degrees. 100% humidity, monsoon rains, and it's hot rain.
How many of them do you see walking out in their coats and stuff?
Well, they come here thinking it's like where they're from because they don't bother looking to see what our weather's like.
Yeah.
So they come here with shorts and everything, ready to do stuff, and no umbrellas, and they're soaked.
Well, see, I like the rain, so that'd be okay for me.
I remember
the rain here, though, because it's monsoon, it's a monsoon rain, so it can get so thick you can't even see through it. It's like fog.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, my wife and I, we took a Caribbean cruise one time for our anniversary, and we sailed in and out of Miami. And it was October, and we were in Miami, and I think it was 95 degrees with something like 90% humidity.
Oh yeah. And that's not even hot. Once you get into August, then you get hot. It's like I said, we had 100 and what was it this year? I think it got up to 115 with 100% humidity, and then the monsoon rains.
Damn.
And the rains are hot, so when it rains and then the rain ends, you see it, the steam rise up from the ground, and it turns into a sauna.
Yeah,
oh, that is beautiful.
When I was in Florida a few times, seeing that.
Yeah, it's crazy. This is the first place when I moved here from California, I learned that you could sweat in the rain.
Yup.
That's crazy. I've been in monsoon rains in Phoenix, but not in Florida. In Phoenix, because it's a desert, it's a desert valley, basically.
Yeah.
The whole place is surrounded by mountains. So when they have their monsoon rains in August, the water collects dirt and dust and pollen on the way down, so that when it hits you, it's basically muddy.
Ooh, that's terrible.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, man. I have allergies really, really bad, and that's making me sneeze, just thinking about it.
You know, I never had allergies until I moved to Phoenix, and after about 6 months of living there, I got allergies, and I've had them. I moved out of there, and I've still had them for the rest of my life.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll happen. It'll shock your system.
Oh yeah. Here too. My wife has allergies, and then she came here, and her California allergies are now gone, and now she has a whole nother set of allergies for here. But now she can go back to California and doesn't have any problem there, but coming back here now, she has the allergies here.
Well, one of the big things, Oklahoma, our allergies are bad even for the people that have lived here their entire lives, like me. And so, you get all these jobs telling us, all these companies, well, if you've got so much as the sniffles, don't come in. Like, if you look at all of the symptoms of COVID, that's any given Tuesday in a spring or fall in Oklahoma. That's anybody.
Yeah.
They're sitting there taking our temperature at the door. And I'm like, any one of us are going to be sitting. If we think we got a fever, we're going to turn the air conditioner on driving in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling my wife once it started changing from summer to fall, anytime anyone sneezes just from allergies, you're going to get everyone freaking out and wanting you, take your temperature and.
Yeah, here comes the witch hunt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, we've got a group out here that does this for Georgia Pacific, and we call them the Inquisition.
Yeah. They were trying that here at the theme parks with the temperature, taking the temperatures in the summer. Wow. And it was burning out their thermometers.
Yeah, especially they're outside.
Here. Yeah. They were like, wow, we're burning up. I'm like, duh. It's like 120 degrees outside and humid. I mean, what do you think the electronic devices are going to do outside?
Well, it cracked me up because when they first started taking everybody's temperature, they were using those weird, like, gun laser thermometers. Mm-hmm. And the same ones they're using in China and everything. And I happened to see one after they took my temperature, and it said 93 degrees. And I'm like, if I was 93 degrees, I would be dead.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, according to that thermometer, I'm a cadaver.
Yeah.
So I was asking Kyle if he also gets allergies. He was saying, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm lucky. I don't have any allergies. So, except I'm allergic to penicillin and gold.
Gold?
Yeah. Yeah, my mom's allergic to gold too, so I got it. I didn't even find out I was allergic to it until you get your class ring.
Oh, yeah.
And then my whole finger swelled up and they had to cut the thing off me.
Damn.
Oh.
And then my whole finger turned black and blue and swelled up like 3 times the size.
Man.
Damn.
Did you still try and jam it up your nose, or did you just switch to a different finger?
Nope, wouldn't go up there. It barely went. My mouth was the only thing it would fit. That thing would fit. It was huge.
So being sacrificed in an Aztec temple is literally a nightmare for you.
Yeah, because I also, it's weird. I have it's called Super Taste Buds. So people who do food tasting. Yeah. I was going to get a job doing that because I'm like, well, I've got that. But then I found out they only use gold spoons.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
So I'm like,
no.
Damn.
Is that supposed to be some kind of like taste neutral quality to the gold?
Yeah, I found out from it that because when I went to try out for one of the jobs, they told me that they only use gold spoons. And I was like, why is that? And they said, because gold is the only metal that doesn't transfer taste.
Okay.
It would transfer a lot more to you.
Yeah.
And taste would be the least of your worry.
Yeah, I'm like, so my tongue would swell up and I would die because I couldn't breathe. Okay, no thanks.
You'd sound like Jar Jar Binks when he stuck his tongue in the laser grid on the pod.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hey, Phil. Eddie's saying he's stoked for Lost Pages.
Who?
Eddie.
Oh, yeah, brother. Eddie Winkler, yeah.
Yeah.
Fellow Chicago brother had an awesome launch this past week with Sovereign Wolf, man. That book looks awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier because Kyle did the colors of the Rob Willis.
Yeah, that looks sick. No, that looks like that book, like the interiors look like something you'd find in a comic shop, like the quality stuff,
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, I really dig what he's putting out there, and yeah, I mean, if anyone else knows what he's going through, because he's the writer as well and managing all these artists, it would be me, because doing the Lost Pages is very similar to that. Working with all these artists, so I got to give it to him, Rob Arnold, guys like that are putting out these books and being the faces of their team, because a lot of creators that are putting out books in CG, they're artists, artist and writer,
right?
So it's I would imagine it's a very different aspect, because we're wrangling people and emailing them and sending in edits and stuff. It's kind of like being a band manager, I would imagine.
That's what I'm going through, but not to the degree you are, Phil, with the different stories you've got within the one book. So it's a larger scope for you, but yeah, definitely the constant kind of being the traffic cop, managing the communication with everybody and making sure everyone's on the same page, no one falls behind.
For sure. Yeah, it's crazy, because with our first book, Magic Hop, it was just my brother and I and a colorist, basically. We had Pablo Romero did a cover for us, Elliot Fernandez did a cover for us, but it's just my brother and I who, we live in the same place, we work in the same office, like he's literally behind me when I'm working, so we work out together, we could talk about comic stuff. So that communication is very ready, at the ready. And then just jumping into Lost Pages, and just the main book, it's got, 4 different artists on it, 2 different colorists on that. I'm lettering it. I had to hook up with Simon Bisley for the cover, just with that. And then the bonus comic on top of that, it's, 5 extra artists, I believe. Kyung Lee, we did a story with Sim. There's just a lot, but it wasn't excruciating, which was the cool thing.
That's great.
Everyone was really, really good at communication. They really wanted to get stuff done and didn't have any teeth pulling at all with anyone.
That's amazing, considering how many people were involved.
Yeah, if you guys go to the campaign page, I put a list of everybody that's on there. Here, I'll see if I could screen share it. Let me read what Eddie said. Now you're killing it, Phil. I wish I could manage all these things doing well as Comics. wrote more emails and texts than actually write comics. Yeah.
That's what it's like some days, man.
That happens.
You feel more like a secretary than a creator.
Yeah. Yeah, it could get like that. But it's cool seeing everything come together and be like, man, this is, I had a direct link for all of this happening.
So what was your reaction when you got the first books in for Lost Pages?
It was great, man. It's the same thing with what happened with Magic Hop. It's like, wow, this is actually happened. And with Lost Pages, it's even better because it was such a kind of accomplishment to wrangle everyone and be like, working with over 20 creators if you include the trading cards as well. So I think this is, if Kyle will share this, this is all of the creators that are part of the Lost Pages. So this list here.
Look at that list! Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
So these first ones are the main book, and then this is the bonus comic, and then the trading cards here. And I mean, like trading cards, Andrew Huerta, Passion for Drawing, Dan Fraga, Matt Yak colored that one.
Nice.
Doodle Bags, Preston.
You got Mike Murphy in there.
Wow.
What's that?
You got Mike Murphy in there too.
Yeah, Mike Murphy colored the Drift Legend cover. So Kyung Lee did a 4-page story in our bonus comic, and he did the colors.
That is an awesome list.
Wow.
Man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's insane to look at.
I'm so looking forward to that book to read because it looks so awesome the way it's done with all the different artists doing the different characters. And so you're going to expect to see all these different styles. It's so cool.
Thanks. Yeah, I really wanted to make that happen. And like writing it as well is kind of like an exercise of writing different genres, and like kind of archetypes of characters, and even like different styles of vigilantes, so it was a blast to do. I can't wait to see more people, especially now that we're sending out the bonus comics and stuff like that, because we were kind of going down the list of in order, and then we were sending out the basic just the regular comics. So we've been sending out both books now, and so I can't wait till people read that one and kind of like to see which characters they latch on to. It's gonna be really cool.
Well, like I've told you before, the one I'm looking forward to reading is Wildcard.
He's fun, man. I mean,
I love that premise.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, he's one of these characters have been with us for a long time, but he's one of the oldest and one that I'm most excited about because exactly the premise where he's an apprentice to Merlin that lives forever and can just travel through, travel along with time and to any different part of the world, fighting any mythological creature. And the cool thing too is this story. Let's see, this Wildcard story was actually the first story that I worked on with an artist besides my brother. We completed this Wildcard story. It's a 4-pager that's in the bonus comic. We did it while we were working on Magic Hop. So Maxi Dallo, the artist who's on Jack Irons and also doing the silhouette stuff, he did this Wildcard story and he fights Anubis. So it's super fun.
Wow. So this one's been ready for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. We had it. Actually, Kyle was going to do colors for this way back when, or, not way back when, but like a year and a half ago when we were doing Magic Hop, but he got too busy. So we got our boy Eugene from Magic Hop to do the colors, and he knocked it out of the park. It's so fun. And I'm always thinking about new stories for these characters. And the next book that we do, we're going to go into his backstory and show kind of like have flashbacks of like him and like Camelot dealing with Merlin and stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. And I love that picture with Anubis.
Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah.
He looks so cool. I love his hammer too.
Yeah, the cool. Hammer was kind of like I want this guy to have a weapon that he could summon, but something that's not like common, Right. So I thought a 2-handed warhammer rather than like Thor's 1-handed hammer.
Right.
That would be cool. And it kind of has it's imbued with like the symbols of his power. So he has the club symbol on the back, and then on the front it has the hearts. So where he gets his power from, which you guys will learn, later on in the stories, is that card that is on his arm here is actually a real card that Merlin puts on him. It's like his relic that he channels magic through. And so he has half of the first deck of magic. So he has control over the clubs and hearts, which gives him control over nature and emotion. And then the other half someone else has, which we'll learn later. And that's why those tattoos on his arm come from that card. And then they start, his arm starts glowing when he starts to use magic, as you can see here. That's pretty cool.
How much longer are you guys going to be in demand?
We're going to be in demand for a while. We overprinted, and once we get everything out, we're going to, we'll still be in there probably until we run out, or maybe we'll cut off a little early to save some first printings. But I'm going to put the mailing list for Magic Cop 2 up in probably a couple weeks. Then we're going to launch that maybe in a couple months. Lost Pages will stay in demand there. What's up, Joe Frago? What's up, brother?
Yo. Yeah, I just realized today I never backed the supplemental story.
Oh, you didn't get the bonus comic?
No, it's one of those things because I got 100 backings, so sometimes I forget what I backed or didn't back. But I remember now.
Problem.
I backed it originally. I was trying to get backer number 1 because of the Fraga stream.
Yeah.
And I ended up being technically backer number 2. So I missed out on that sketch. But
you were backer 3.
Yeah, but I think Fraga was backer 2 or 1 or 2 or someone was ahead of me that.
Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, Fraga was 1, and then there was a guy that was
1 ahead of me. Yeah, so so when I backed it, I just backed the first thing I could. I just click, boom.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to go back and back it again to get the supplemental afterwards, and I kind of forgot.
So this is what we're gonna do. If you want that supplemental, I'm gonna put it up by itself for people that missed out on it.
Cool.
So we could probably do that this week sometime. I was gonna go once we started shipping for people that saw the bonus comic and wanted it and didn't be able to get it. So we're gonna put that up there by itself, so you guys could just grab that, and we could send that out to you because we overprinted those as well.
Nice.
Yeah, that's really good to know because I didn't really have any money when you guys. I didn't know y'all were still in demand. This is really good news to me.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
that's a cool picture.
Yeah, this was
awesome.
A big wild card moment. So,
shit, that's Bubba.
What's that?
Yeah, what's up, Fargo?
Oh yeah.
What's up, Bubba?
Howdy.
Yeah, it's fucking 2:30 in the morning here. Well, Phil knows.
Yeah.
Because I'm close to him, but
yeah, it's 2:30 here as well.
I just seen Kyle streaming. I hopped in, and he asked me to hop in, so I said, might as well.
Yeah, I got 3:30.
Nice. Yeah, Wildcard's a lot of fun. He's a big player in the universe because he's gonna because since he lives forever, he's gonna meet everybody. Yeah.
So are all these
cool.
Are you gonna spawn off individual books afterwards?
Yeah, there's totally room to do that. I'm probably gonna do it like this definitely for the next one and maybe for the third one, and then start spawning stuff off. Or I was thinking about doing one-shot supplemental stuff to focus on characters as well, maybe during a campaign for one of the sequels. But yeah, Wildcard's definitely going to be the next one. He has a pretty cool big story. It takes place in Mexico. It's called Devil Rock. And he goes down there to save a man who's been captured by this demon and taken into a boulder that is filled with gold. It's actually a story that is based on a story that my dad told me about my grandfather who... I'm half Mexican, so his lineage is in Mexico. He was born in the U.S., but he had a bunch of family in Mexico. He was in the U.S. military. I would say it's probably around the 50s, and he went back to Mexico and there was this, party was happening. But as soon as nightfall happened, everyone left the streets, and he asked one of his family members, like, "What's going on? Why is no one out past dark?" It's like a small Mexican village, and his family member told him there's that boulder that is right at the front of the town. There's a big boulder, and they thought that at nighttime the devil would dance on top of the boulder because it was guarding gold that was under it. And he's like, "What? What are you talking about? That's crazy." And so he's like, "Well, F this." And he grabbed his rifle and camped out all night on the boulder, and he didn't see anything.
Dang.
So I took that story and kind of doing like an homage to that. And in my story, he's in there, but he gets kidnapped. He dozes off and gets pulled into the boulder, and Wildcard has to go in and save him. So that's going to be pretty cool.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
Thanks, man.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that one's going to be really fun. And like inside the demon is going to have, it's going to be like Dragon's Lair, where there's just gold everywhere, gold hills and stuff, gold coins. And he's going to be making like golden golems that are monsters that are like molten gold to fight Wildcard. It's going to be freaking awesome. And the
Calm
guy
down, Todd. It's just a story.
The illustrator of that is going to be, where is it? The guy who illustrated actually the Wildcard trading card, Todd, that you love.
Oh, yeah.
Where is that trading card?
Back down. I think you went past it.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be this Omar Casanova. Hopefully we're going to.
Yeah. That original art was awesome.
Yeah. He's so cool. Yeah. Joe, you got the book already, right, brother?
Yeah. I got the main book. I just didn't get the supplemental because I'm dumb.
You'll have your chance. If you want.
I just put in the chat that I'll show Kyle my meth frog, so I'll show you guys my meth frog too. Look at this frog, dude.
Meth frog.
This frog's seen some shit, dude.
Yeah, yes.
But I saved him, so he's all okay now. He's all good.
Yeah, Todd, you wouldn't last long in that boulder filled with gold.
No. Yeah, that would be bad. I like gold. I just can't touch it for very long.
All right, back to lettering.
You're like the anti-Midas.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I guess I'll just have to be stuck with platinum,
Oh, poor you.
Yeah. Oh, darn.
Yeah, I'm more of a silver guy myself anyway.
Actually, my wedding ring I wear, it's like kind of like carbon fiber.
Oh.
But it has Norse runes in it for my heritage.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's shiny inside.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you.
Oh, wow.
Did you say that was carbon fiber?
Yeah, it's a carbon fiber.
Nice.
But it's got runes all the way around the ring and over the blue and black, and then in the daylight it sparkles and it lights up the runes.
That's cool.
In the daylight.
That is really awesome, man.
Really can't see them in this light. Well, you can see how the ring is, though. It's blue inside.
Are they Norse runes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kick-ass, dude.
Yeah, because that's my heritage is Norse Vikings.
Yeah.
I actually tracked my family line back to the invasion. We go all the way back to 10 something. As far as I tracked it back.
Wow.
Before there were no records, and it actually tracks back to the Norse invasion of England.
Yeah, that's the Norman invasion. 1066 was the Norman invasion, where the Normans were French Vikings.
Yeah, because we came out of Normandy. Yep, we were and I think my records that I found for my heritage go back to 1063 or 4.
That's cool, man. Yeah, they came up with that name. The English called them Normans.
Yeah.
Because it was Northmen.
Right.
And then Normandy was the land of the Northmen, the Vikings.
Right.
That conquered that region of France, and then they conquered England. Yeah.
And it's because of them that when they took over England, that's where English language came from.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Normandy, it's still the number one spoken language. And then French is second. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I really want to do a Norse mythology book. I have my artist who drew Crimstone has this awesome idea for a Norse book that follows Fenrir of the Norse gods, and it's totally kick-ass. So
that sounds kick-ass.
Next few years. Yeah, she just draws like the like. I mean, you guys seen Crimstone, right? Just the biggest ripped motherfuckers out there, and her Norse gods are just killer. So I wrote a really fun, action-packed 12-page short. It's like half of an issue. I really want to get to, but we're both really busy right now.
I wish I knew more about my origins.
You're part frog, though.
Yeah, I'm just like this gay frog from the cornfield.
Yeah.
See, Phil knows what I'm talking about because he's from Chicago. So, like, whenever I say where I'm from, like, oh, you're in Illinois, right? Oh, what's it like in Chicago in the city? And it's like, where I live, it's like, I can look out my door and it's like fucking 50, 100 miles of straight cornfields. Just
you gotta be, yeah.
It's just like so much different than Chicago, but
yeah, that area is so corn.
Yeah, it's just all steel city, mills, cornfields, and I'm just like this random mutt. But I did find out my daughter's 18% Coahuiltecan Native American.
That's cool.
So that answers a little bit of my origins. And I'm drinking this gay beer.
Oh,
have a good night, man.
All right, take care, guys. I gotta run.
All right,
Okay.
All right,
Joe.
Good night, Joe.
It's been Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I was drinking gin earlier, and then I was getting ready to go to bed, and I seen you guys were online.
What?
And I had these. Is all I had
like
left.
Lemonade.
Yeah. It's pretty gay. It's awesome.
It looks it, man.
No, I did want to say, you guys that are making these comic books and everything, I don't have words for how much respect I have for you guys. Having to do all this without, the big companies to support you and everything. Y'all making the dreams come true and giving us something to read because life has been really stupid since our comic pros decided to go crazy.
Yeah. I hear that.
And Kyle's over there having a one-man party.
Jesus Christ, Kyle.
He's raving over there.
Oh, typo. I was trying to tell Kyle what Bubba said, but I accidentally said Bunba.
Bunba.
That's fine. I've had worse typos.
That was my sloppy, quick little message.
I do appreciate it. I'm sitting here. I've got the work computer open, and I'm sitting here trying to follow the chat because I'm on my phone, like actually on camera on my phone.
Yeah, that's what I usually do because my daughter broke my computer. I don't know what my audio sounds like, but I like ghetto rigged it, so it's working, I think.
Yeah, sounds fine to me.
All right. Yeah, usually I'm on my phone. But it works. I did it for a long time. Like a lot of people speculated about what I look like. There's people saying I was a black man, that I was a white man, that I was this like overweight fucking redhead. Like there's all these weird speculations about me. But the funny thing is I've been on like probably a dozen or so different shows on camera, but usually smaller ones. So a lot of the people that talk shit like don't really know. Yeah. As you can see, I'm not a fat redhead. I'm kind of like a normal, I don't know what I am, Midwestern mutt.
Yeah, you used to post a lot of shirtless pictures on Twitter.
I used to?
Good. Or do you still?
I've got a lot of Chickasaw and Scotch Irish.
Yeah, that's the other thing too is I don't know, my daughter's mom is the one that's doing all the genetic stuff for my daughter. And she tells me that I'm like Scottish and Irish or whatever. I don't know. Yeah. She wants me to do my oh Jesus. What are you doing, Kyle? Oh my God.
Whoa. Don't look up. Wow, I wasn't looking up I looked up. Dang.
What I was getting to is like the funny thing was the first time I got on camera. Like,
okay, I must be really tired because that Kyle looks really different.
Oh, brain fart.
Oh
my God.
Got the bearded lady.
He's having way too much fun with that.
Oh, it's Kelsey Shannon.
Oh no.
It's Kelsey.
Oh
wow.
No, but the first time I got on camera, a lot of people said I looked like Carlo Rowe's brother. And that's funny because I gave him shit. I always said he looked like an Irish Mexican.
He does.
And I just recently found out I'm not even like Spanish or Mexican, but I'm brown. So it was kind of funny that they said I look like him because he's the Irish Mexican. So my long lost brother. There he is. What are you doing? I'm about to call the cops.
Does Kyle catfish people?
I think he is.
Well, when he was doing the anime face on Ethan's stream the other night, he had so many people about ready to die.
Disgusting. Kermit the Frog.
There it goes. Oh, wait. I know. Time out.
I got one last sound effect to do here.
There it is.
Nice.
What do they call that? VTubers? Is that what they call it?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
The people that are like have these anime girl things and they're actually guys and they're getting money off people.
Yeah, and it's funny because you get all the e-thoughts like getting so pissed off because these fake anime girls are making more money than they are on doing whatever they're doing, and I'm like, well, they'd rather they'd rather watch a cartoon girl than see a real girl virtue signal while she's stripping.
Yeah, somebody, I can't remember who it was. Somebody was showing something about it the other day, and they were like, and they just have a voice changer that makes them sound like a little girl. And it's actually guys that were getting busted doing it.
Well, some of them don't even have voice changers. A lot of them are just like as dudes in lady bodies, and people are just cool with it. But what it comes down is to being like entertaining. Like some of like the e-thoughts. Like the e-thoughts are so mad at like the VTubers because it's like literally a dude in a lady body that's like, hey, what's up, bros? Let's hang out. And they're mad that they're more successful than them.
There it is, yep.
But it's great. It's not their fault that you aren't talented and whatever. Like,
well, there's a theory that guys are better at being women than women.
Yeah, I've read about that too.
And
like my girlfriend, seriously don't believe that.
My girlfriend watches these drag queen shows and stuff.
Yeah,
and she loves it. She thinks they're super funny and stuff. And she's like, if this show was a bunch of women doing this stuff, it wouldn't be entertaining or funny.
Right.
But then she gets like this. She has like this existential crisis where she gets mad that she likes it because she's like, these guys are funnier and more entertaining and better at being women than women.
Well, I don't know. If you watch America's Next Top Model and then you watch RuPaul's Drag Race, it's about the same level of energy. You know, they're you know, and my mom used to watch them all the time. She loves watching anybody fight. She'd sit there and watch Jerry Springer because they'd start fighting, and then she got tired of it. She's like, well, it was funny, but the script just gets in the way. So it's better when they're like sniping at each other and everything. But she really started liking the dwarf people, like the
Little Woman in LA and that shit.
That stuff. She loves watching and anything Real Housewives, and so my mom will be watching that stuff. And one day we're over there, and I had like recorded a bunch of the stuff for her. She had been gone on a business trip. I went over and fed her dogs and everything, and she's like, "You saved my shows, right?" And I'm like, "Yes, Mom, I saved your dwarfs and drag queens." But yeah.
Wow.
Now I'm just waiting to. Yeah, now I'm just waiting to see a dwarf drag queen. That would be the funniest thing. Yeah, and have this person be a talk show host. Man, it'd be great. Yeah. Yep.
Oh Jesus.
Well, I think I'm going to have to call it a night. It's almost 4 a.m. here, and I'm fading fast.
All right, man. It was good talking with you.
Have a good one, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good talking to you again, Phil. See you guys.
Yeah, later, man.
First time meeting you. It was good talking.
Yeah.
This has been fun.
Okay, you guys have a good night, and have a happy Thanksgiving.
You too, man. Happy Thanksgiving.
You too, man. Yep.
Are you guys doing any cooking tomorrow yourselves?
I'm not. My family. I normally do, but I am on my second 70+ hour work week.
Wow.
That's why I'm here now. I'm supposed to be off Thursday and Wednesday and Thursday nights, but I've been working straight through. I did a 16-hour shift last night after an 8-hour turnaround. It's been crazy. We are 5 men short right now.
Wow.
2 of them quarantined. We had 2 of them get better jobs and quit all of a sudden, and then we have one that just won't show up. Like I said, at this point, they'd chain me to the wall before they let me leave.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I usually make some like dessert thing, like Hawaiian salad. I don't know if you guys ever had that. It's pretty bomb.
Yeah.
So here's Hawaiian salad for you. It's basically like 4 bags of marshmallows and then a bunch of like fruit cocktail mix and cherries and like not nectarine, like little clementine oranges pieces, and then like a huge tubs of sour cream, which sounds really gross and weird.
No, it doesn't.
You mix it all together and put it in the fridge for like an hour, and it all settles, and it's bomb. Some people put coconut in it. Yo, Greg. So I'm usually the Hawaiian salad guy, but I don't know. We'll see what's going on. We're definitely going to be packing more boxes as well tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's telling Kyle that you're making the diabetes salad. Yeah. No, my mom made this cool salad one year. It was basically like that, but instead of using marshmallows, she got those tiny bead noodles. I forget the name of them, but they're little like noodle beads basically. And it's it was real good. It had kind of a tapioca pudding texture to it, but it tasted a whole lot better.
Yeah.
Which I like tapioca pudding, but this was like freaking awesome.
Oh, there he is.
Nice.
He's got those Dr. Disrespect shades. Those are boss, man. I'm jealous of those.
Those are really, really awesome shades.
Wise guys sent them to me.
I know, that's so cool.
Little care package you sent randomly. They don't help my Call of Duty gameplay though. I tested
No, in fact,
it out.
they might even hinder it.
Yeah, that's what other people said. Is they talk about like how they don't understand how we play so good with the shades on. And I tried playing with them on, and I like to blame the shades, but it wasn't the shades. I did a couple live streams recently where I got destroyed by 12-year-olds.
Yeah, I saw you.
Yeah, it was pretty
Man,
fun.
12-year-olds, that's all they do is sit around and play games, man. You can't really be, especially this year. You know, these kids this year, I don't think any generation has ever been able to game better than them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like they went so long outside of school.
He's got a unicorn thing now. What the hell?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't have anything cool like that, but I do have my 100-ounce mug and my awesome backpack.
That's cool.
Yeah, well, I'm sitting here. I got my 3DS and some comic books. Yeah,
I got my black magic candle.
hell yeah.
That's some devil shit, man. I got my I'll show Kyle. This is my motivation to create is a mini picture of Mickey Rourke in a soldier outfit.
Nice.
As one should.
Yeah.
Always have motivation at the ready.
That is really cool.
We got this candle. What's a frog?
There you go.
And I got it for $1 at like a little carnival thing they had going on. This guy had a whole bunch of these cool candles. He had this frog. It's hard to tell, but it's really cool colors too.
Yeah,
I got it for $1.
It looks like, where'd you get it from?
Like a little fair they had going on. They had like food stalls and stuff and random little things set up. And this guy had a little table with all these candles. He had tons of them, man. He had like skulls and crossbones and like dead trees and different animals and frogs. It was pretty cool.
That's cool. It looks like something you find at like Chinatown.
And I got a harmonica.
Do you play it?
Not really.
Yeah, me neither. I haven't heard. I wish I knew how to play.
I don't know. I just got drunk and bought it one day and got drunk and played it one day.
Oh, you play it a hell of a lot better than I do.
Yeah, I want to learn some Aerosmith songs.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it than you'd think because it looks so simple, but like every little movement you do matters and it depends on the different tunes. There's like 20 different harmonicas you can get.
Right.
Yep. Well, it's funny, people think the kazoo because they're like, it doesn't take any skill. It doesn't take any skill to make noise out of a kazoo, but if you want to make it, you want to do it right, make it actually sound like something, you have to know how to do your voice. You have to know, what the masters do with it. There's no such thing as a simple instrument.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, everything's an instrument. Even just your voice or lips is an instrument.
Yep.
I ain't singing for you guys though. I ain't that drunk.
All right, I think I just finished this page. Oh no, I didn't.
Nice.
I didn't. I forgot some bubbles.
Oh no.
Sometimes when I'm lettering, I'll basically just lay out the letters dialogue-wise, so I'll just leave them in spots to just kind of like block everything out. And then when I'm done doing that, I'll go back and add the balloons over them. So I got 2 balloons I forgot up here, which is simple enough.
I don't know. I haven't ever really met that many people that like harmonicas or ever think about them, really.
Dude, Blues Traveler? Remember Blues Travelers back in the
Oh, yeah.
They're great.
It's the old Crow Medicine Show is why I bought a harmonica.
Oh, yeah?
Love those guys. Yeah, there was rumors that I was living in Ethan's basement. There used to be rumors that I was Ethan, so there's that. There also used to be rumors that I was your boy Zach too.
Well, okay, so Ethan had this shirt that all of his detractors made fun of him for. It had these cool like Russian gold designs on it and everything. You know, looked like some you'd see in a Russian ballet. I really want a shirt like that. And I got this old gal at the flea market that makes shirts for me. I'm seriously thinking, like, I've been trying to like build up a design. I'm thinking of going with a Castlevania theme and making something that, you know, is just as grand and spectacular as that shirt.
That's cool.
Yeah, that'll probably be my Christmas gift to myself, you know.
There you go.
Because, you know, why not?
Yeah, I dig wild shirts like that. Mickey Rourke, back when he was doing like press for like Iron Man 2 or the Expendables, he'd go on these talk shows and he'd have like these dress shirts that were crazy like that. They'd be like super paisley on there, and then the cuffs, the inside of the cuffs would be different color, and he'd have them open. It was really cool. I always wanted shirts like that.
Nice. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, Greg, nice to meet you too, man. Yeah, no, I don't know that we've ever met before. But it's, yeah, this has been fun, and it's definitely helping me get through a work night.
Yeah, he's Geek Hero Bubba on Twitter, so follow him.
Yeah, I'm the same pretty much everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, though don't get on my Facebook. That'll bring you nothing but pain. No joke. I grew up in the hood, and they found out I voted for Trump, and suddenly I ain't welcome in the hood no more.
Damn.
Yeah, I was trying to put one of my I use Twitter for, you know, comic books and politics, and Facebook's just for friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yep. I put it at the wrong time, or in the wrong app. All right.
There you go. Yeah, that political stuff is
yeah, it'll bite you in the ass
for sure.
Check that out. Ain't that impressive?
Whoa. You do the this one? All right, guys, I'm done with the page. I'm gonna hit the hay.
It sounds like I'm ready to head out too.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everybody.